Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Henry Grant, Johnny. You read your morning paper yet?
I'm on page 4 on my second donut.
Well, turn back to page 1. There's a picture there of Mrs. Frank Loring.
Oh, I read it. Enoch Arden divorce decree. Husband missing 7 years. New York court declared him legally dead. So?
So we had him insured for $250,000.
And this court decision means you'll have to pay off?
Within 10 days.
Something make you think Loring isn't as dead as he ought to be?
It's a possibility. I had a phone call a little while ago from a woman up in Boston. She saw the item, too.
What's her connection?
She's a nurse. 10 years ago, when we issued the Loring policy, she was working for the physician who examined him. Now, her story may not mean anything, but, well, I asked her to take the first plane she could get and come in for a talk. She should be here by 11 o'clock.
I'll grab a cab and come right over.
the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Hemispheric Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Enoch Arden matter. Expense account item 1, 50 cents, cab fare to your home office, where Henry Grant provided me with a complete file of previous investigations and police reports covering the disappearance of Frank Loring. I was about halfway through them when Grant came in with an attractive woman in her early 30s.
Oh, Johnny, this is Miss Ruth Boulogne, the young lady I told you about.
How you do?
Miss Boulogne, this is Johnny
How do you
Dollar. Mr. Dollar's an investigator, Miss Boulogne. Now, I want you to tell him exactly what you told me on the phone this morning and, well, anything else you may have thought of on the way down here.
Well, I don't really know whether I've anything to tell.
You worked for the doctor who examined Loring when his policy was issued?
Yes, Dr. Felton. That was in New York. I'd just gotten out of training. It was my first job. I was only there 3 months, then I went into the Army during the war.
Mm-hmm.
And since the war, I've worked in Boston, the Haywood Clinic. I feel sort of foolish telling you all this. I'm probably wrong.
But she thinks she saw Loring in Boston, Johnny.
When?
Well, about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday.
Where?
At the clinic. Look, really, I'm not sure about
You're not
all this.
hurting anybody, Miss Boulogne. Suppose you just tell us, and we'll take it from there.
Well, as I said, it was 2 weeks ago. A man came to the clinic. He wanted to be vaccinated.
He give his name?
Yes, but it wasn't Frank Loring. He gave the name of Michael Walsh. I thought he looked familiar, but I couldn't place him.
What was the reason for the vaccination?
He needed an international certificate of vaccination. It's required by law for anybody going abroad.
Oh, he was leaving the country.
Well, I guess so. He wanted the certificate. I administered the vaccine. He came back 5 days later, and the doctor entered the result on his card and signed it. That's all I know.
What made you connect this Michael Walsh with Frank Loring?
I really don't know. I didn't until this morning. I remembered thinking I'd seen him before, and then when I saw that story this morning about Mrs. Loring, the name just came into my mind.
You'd only seen Loring once, 10 years ago?
Yes, but as I said, it was my first job, and I was impressed at the time having him for a patient.
Why impressed?
Well, I knew he was an actor. I'd seen a couple of shows he was in, read his name in columns, things like that.
Did this Michael Walsh look like Frank Loring, as you remembered him?
No, he didn't. I can't explain it.
Well, it seemed worth a try, anyhow, Johnny.
Wait a minute, Grant. Let's not chuck it out so easily. I've been reading this file on Loring. Played a lot of character roles. Expert on dialects and makeup. A man like that could change his appearance very easily. Something about him, the way he moved, the tone of his voice. Something registered with this girl.
He'd have recognized her, too, when he went to the clinic.
She was impressed with him. She had a reason to remember. He didn't.
I feel a little foolish.
And I feel a little curious. How about you, Grant?
I've been curious all morning. So curious, I checked the steamship and airlines.
And?
And a man named Michael Walsh sailed on the SS Castillo 6 days ago. She runs between Boston and Santiago, Chile.
You know when she reaches the Panama Canal?
Day after tomorrow. That's plenty of time for you to get down there by air.
Yeah, with enough to spare for a stopover in New York and a chat with Mrs. Loring. Expense account item 2, $11.30. Train fare and incidentals between Hartford, Connecticut and the Greenwich Village section of New York, where Mrs. Frank Loring was living it up bohemian fashion. It was evening and the party was in full swing when I arrived. The apartment door was wide open, so I just walked in. Somebody shoved a glass into my hand like they used to do it at the local movie houses on dish nights.
Wow. You must be Linda's boyfriend.
Oh, must I?
I knew it the minute I saw you. She always goes for the same type. Musician, aren't you? They always are. What do you play?
Ring Alivio and double on Parcheesi.
Oh, a funny one, eh? Well, Linda said when you got here to tell you the benefit is going to run late, so make yourself comfy and wait. She won't be here until 12. I'm Freddie.
You must be a poet.
How did you know?
I'm psychic. Now, what's the party for?
Oh, Marcia's celebrating. She's going to get $250,000 just because her husband, Frank, disappeared. She ought to be happy enough just to be rid of him.
Don't be so bitter, lad. It'll throw your rhymes out of meter.
I helped her get over him. I helped her. Anytime she wanted anything, all she had to do was call little Freddie. Now she's getting all that money and she'll just run out.
Oh, she wouldn't do that to you, would she?
Oh, no? That's how much you know about women. She's going to Chile, South America.
Oh, now that's an interesting bit of information, Freddie.
She thinks I don't know about it. The airline called to confirm her reservation while she was out shopping this afternoon.
Which one of those lovely ladies is Marcia Loring?
Those? She doesn't look like any of them. Marcia's out in the kitchen fixing sandwiches. She needn't think she'll get any help from me.
Oh, maybe I can lend a hand.
Listen, mister, you've got a girl coming.
Oh, sure, Linda. Well, she told me to give Marcia a message. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Interferes with your brooding. I'll see you later, Frank.
Come on.
Well, hello. Come in. I'm making sandwiches for the starving multitude.
I know. I came in to help.
How are you on opening bottles?
Champagne?
What, for those peasants? Beer. It's right there. The opener's on the hook.
Oh, we're in business.
Hey, what are you, a party crasher, or did you come with one of the girls?
A crasher.
Oh, the breed is improving.
We both know some of the same people, though.
Like who? Who's been hiding you from me?
Fellow up in Boston.
I don't know anyone in Boston.
Not even Michael Walsh?
Get out of here.
Now listen, Mrs. Loring.
I said get out. You weren't invited here. You don't belong here, so...
What is it, Marcia? What happened? What did he do?
Keep your rompers on, Shakespeare.
I told you not to bother her. You musician.
Look out, Freddie!
Oh, no!
I came out of it lying on the cold stone of a basement areaway. And then I went in search of a diner, a telegraph office. Expense account item 3, 80 cents for breakfast and aspirin. Item 4, $1.20 for a telegram, advising that payment of the Loring claim be delayed until my investigation was completed. Item 5, $7.60, cab fare to the international airport. And item 6, $415, plane fare and incidentals to the city of Colon, Panama Canal Zone. As usual, it was raining in Colon. The SS Castillo had reached port slightly ahead of schedule. I was waiting to go through the locks when I made my way aboard. It was almost midnight. I located the name of Michael Walsh on the passenger list posted in the lounge, and then made my way to the inside cabins on B deck. I knocked on the door of cabin B64. There was no answer.
May I help you, senor?
You the cabin steward?
Si.
I'm looking for the passenger who occupies this cabin.
Oh, Senor Walsh is not here. He's gone ashore.
In this downpour?
Si.
Look, here's $5. All you have to do for it is to bring me the biggest towel you can find and Open this cabin so I can wait inside.
Gracias, senor. But if you are waiting for Senor Walsh, he will not be back.
Why not? He's booked through to Santiago.
When he went ashore an hour ago, he took his baggage with him. I helped him with it.
You know where he went?
No, senor. He was most anxious to get ashore as soon as our lines were fast.
I see. Ship's wireless take any kind of cablegram for him in the past 24 hours?
See, I delivered one to him in the middle of last night. It was most urgent, I think. He seemed most concerned.
Yeah, I thought so. Thanks. I knew that Frank Loring, alias Michael Walsh, wasn't going to be easy to find. Away from the ship, he was likely to have a third name. And since he was an expert with dialects, there was every chance he'd adopt a different nationality. I thought about it as I made my way through the narrow, rain-swept streets. I seemed to be the only man without shelter in all of Panama. But I wasn't.
Do you have a match, senor?
Huh? Oh, I could hardly see you. Yeah, I got a match. I doubt if it'll light in this rain.
You don't appreciate the rain, senor? In the rain, I always get what I want. The turistas, they never refuse Jose.
Hey, that isn't a cigarette in your hand.
No, senor. It is a gun. You join me in the doorway, no?
Well, I'd rather die than say no.
Now, if the senor has some little thing he wishes to give Jose for a gift, Jose will be most grateful.
I don't have much cash, but this wristwatch is worth a couple of $100.
Oh, see. Oh, that's a very nice one. I will like that.
He bent his head slightly to look at the watch, and his gun hand dipped automatically. I brought my hands up to undo the watch strap, stepped quickly to the side, and let Jose have a left in the solar plexus. Now, drop it.
Very well, senor. If you insist.
That's better.
You are going to turn me over to the police, senor?
Well, that depends.
Oh, senor, the jail here is very bad. Jose does not like it.
I tell you what. You help me and I'll help you.
What kind of help does the senor need?
Suppose the police or somebody were after me. Suppose I had to get out of here without using my passport. How would I do it?
From Colon? There is no way, senor. Too many Americano officers.
There must be some way out.
30 miles down the coast is Puerto Bello, senor. It was once the hiding place for pirates. In Puerto Bello is a cafe called the Geisha Girl.
The Geisha Girl?
Si. And the proprietor is Senor Kamamoto in Japanese. He is very good at making people disappear, senor.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account item 7. $20, flat rate. For the native taxi that slithered its way down the miserable, muddy road to Puerto Bello, Caribbean stronghold of the old-time pirates. It was a port of intrigue, an international black hole, a Western Hemisphere counterpart of Shanghai or Calcutta or Suez. And at the bottom of the hole was the Geisha Girl Cafe.
You look lonesome, mate.
Maybe it's because I want to be. I don't know you, and you don't know me. Let's keep it that way.
Now, that ain't no way to be. Especially here in Portobello, where we're all friendly like. You looking for Kamamoto?
What are you, a cop?
Well, I've been a lot of things, Governor. Never a cop. What's the matter? Start on a little trip and forget your passport?
Let's say I lost it. What are you doing? Running a private embassy?
Yeah, I'm sort of a missionary for people in trouble. You look like you're in trouble.
I'll talk to Kamamoto about that. Where is he?
Try the storeroom back there. It ought to be worth the price of a drink, eh?
Thanks. Here, drown yourself.
Oh, that's nice of you, Governor.
Kamamoto? Ow. Hey. Anybody in here? Oh, matches.
Don't bother with that. We won't need a light.
Oh.
Oh, well then, Suki. You may leave now. I will tie him up.
I came to in a room filled with packing cases and lit by a feeble candle. 2 men were seated on a couple of small barrels. One of them was the Cockney who had spoken to me in the bar. The other was a Japanese.
Are you feeling better, Mr. Dara?
How did you know my name?
Oh, from your American driver's license?
Is that all he had on him?
Oh, well, there was some money which I would find most useful. You were carrying the exact amount required to pay for your passage, Mr. Dara.
Over $1,000? That's pretty high fare.
I am a charitable man. My rates are based upon what my passengers can afford to pay. An unscheduled ship-around is expensive to operate. So you will be taken aboard the Kiramatsu shortly. You will sail at 4 a.m.
For where?
You will be put ashore somewhere in South America. Venezuela, possibly, or Brazil.
I'm not your only passenger.
Oh, no. No, you are not.
Well, how about untying me, as long as we're friends?
Well, you will be untied when you reach your destination.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I can see the point here where somebody might give you away, but why aboard ship?
Well, fugitives from the law are a risky cargo, Mr. Dara. The South American nations are rather thorough about their coastal patrol. So, if you are tied up, we can make certain you are not caught.
What do you mean, Kamamoto?
Simply that you're hot cargo, Mr. Dara. And the only way to carry hot cargo is to be certain that you can dispose of it in an emergency. If we are challenged by a patrol vessel, you'll be weighted down and thrown overboard.
It was dark when they carried me aboard and left me still trussed in the deck cabin. Then the Kiramatsu pitched and rolled her way into the open sea. I knew that Loring was on board someplace, and I knew something else. Kamamoto had lied to the Cockney about what he'd found when he searched me. He had more than a driver's license. He had my insurance company credentials and my passport. Then the door opened, and I got something else to think about.
Buenos dias, Senor Dollar.
Jose, how did you get here?
After you left me, I ran into another Americano with no wristwatch, but much money. He was kind to me. He gave me money to leave the country when I told him about the bad jails.
Well, how come Kamamoto is letting you run loose?
Why, you are the only one who is tied up, senor. I do not think they intend for you to finish the trip.
How many other passengers are there?
Besides us, 3. A man and a woman came just before we sailed.
That's 2. Who's the other one?
A man with a white suit and a hat.
A Cockney accent?
What is that?
He sounded like an Englishman?
Oh, yes, he is English.
Yeah, I thought so. How many in the crew?
Kamamoto and 5 seamen. It is a very small boat.
Yeah, I can feel that. Look, Jose, I gave you a break with the police. How about giving me one?
I'm a businessman, senor. No sentiment.
$1,000. Guaranteed by an American insurance company. If you cut these ropes and lend me your gun.
Cash, senor. No credit. Too much book.
I haven't got any cash. Kamamoto took it all.
Too bad. Maybe next time.
There isn't going to be any next time for me. Ever buy a sweepstake ticket?
See?
Well, then take a chance on me. Come on. How about it?
All right. But when is the time for the drawing? To see if my ticket wins.
As soon as you get these ropes off. But let's do it now. This tub may get to my stop any minute. Jose cut the ropes and gave me his gun. There was an oil slicker hanging behind the cabin door, and I slipped it on for cover. The crew on deck was too busy to be counting noses in the storm. I edged my way forward to the main cabin, grasped the door handle, and crashed in.
Dollar!
Now, let's not get jumpy, anybody. I'm wet and I'm mad, and I've been pushed about as far as I go.
Well, good for you, Governor. Glad to see you up and about.
You can drop the accent, Loring, and stop flexing your fingernails, Freddie. Now, what's the matter, Marcia? You get too nervous to stay home and fix sandwiches?
I didn't have to stay. My lawyers can collect for me.
Now, what? Loring looks pretty alive to me, even with that Cockney accent.
I'm more alive than you're going to be.
Don't be a fool, Loring. You're more of a clay pigeon than I am. You've been practicing for the part for 7 years.
What are you talking about?
You think you were going to get to spend any of that insurance money?
You think I'm not?
Ask Freddie. How about it, Freddie?
I don't know anything. I just came with Marcia because she asked me to.
Freddie's a nice boy, Loring. He writes poetry, and he'll do anything Marcia asks him to. Won't you, Freddie?
What are you trying to do?
Wait a minute. I want to hear this.
Yeah, you ought to, before your hearing stops altogether. Maybe you've been dead for 7 years, but your widow hasn't been putting flowers on your tombstone.
You stop talking about Marcia.
You see, Loring? Freddie gets mad when I talk about Marcia. Freddie loves Marcia, don't you, Freddie?
Yes.
You ever take a look at his eyes, Loring? If Marcia said the word, he'd put a knife in you in a minute. Think it over, mister. Michael Walsh turns up dead in South America, and Mrs. Frank Loring and friend Freddie go back to Greenwich Village with $250,000. Only this time they'd have nothing to worry about.
Don't listen to him, Frank.
Why not, Angel? He sounds like a pretty smart guy.
We've waited 7 years for this. Do you think I'd have anything to do with this little idiot? I've used him, that's all.
Marcia.
You see, Freddie? She'll get rid of you, too, after a while. There'll always be somebody else coming along to open the beer bottles.
I was kind of wondering how Freddie got in on this little trip. I was wondering why we kept something between ourselves for 7 years, and then you spill it to him.
I was frightened, Frank. I knew Dollar was after you. That's why I wired you. I couldn't come down here alone until I was sure we'd be together.
We'll be together, and we'll stay together until the money comes. Then maybe I'll have some ideas of my own.
Give up, Loring. You're never going to get that money.
Yes, I am, Dollar. Yamamoto's standing right behind you, the curtain between this cabin and the next one.
Don't turn, Mr. Dollar.
Now, let me have that gun, Dollar. All right, Kamamoto. Now let's get rid of him.
Oh, of course, Mr. Dollar.
Why, Kamamoto? Why don't we bargain a little first?
I'm afraid you are not in a bargaining position.
How much is he going to give you for dropping me?
You'll get $5,000, Dollar.
Oh, you're dealing with a real cheapskate, Kamamoto. I'm worth more than that.
I could shut you up right here.
Please, Mr. Loring. Let the gentleman speak. And do not use that gun unless I say so. This is my ship.
You took my credentials before, Kamamoto. You know who I am.
Yes.
How much did Loring tell you he was going to collect?
He's stalling, Kamamoto. Get rid of him.
I warned you, Mr. Loring. I will decide who leaves the ship, and when, and how. Suppose you tell me the amount of the policy, Mr. Dollar.
$250,000.
He's lying. It's only $25,000.
Is it, Loring? I tell you what I'll do then, Kamamoto. Put us both ashore back in the canal zone where I can get him into the hands of American authorities, and my company will pay you $25,000.
And I'll make it $50,000, Kamamoto. $50,000.
I bid 60. Do I hear 70? Come on, Loring. Bid. I can go the whole $250,000. Won't cost my company any more either way.
I'll kill you, Dollar.
No!
Loring and Kamamoto fired at the same time. Both of them were hit, but only Kamamoto went down. Loring turned to Marcia.
You wanted him. You can go together. All right, Dollar. That ends everything. Now I'm around to you for sure.
Oh, I wouldn't count on it, Loring. This time I've got a friend in the doorway.
What he says is true, senor. Senor Kamamoto was no longer using his gun, so I took it. Besides, you have only 1 bullet left. I have 5. You kill Mr. Dollar, and I will have to kill you.
You're cooked, Loring. Your wife's dead. You couldn't even get the money if you could get away.
All right. Here. You can have it. Kamamoto hit me in the side. It hurts.
Maybe I can patch it up a little. Better just rip your shirt.
I loved her. She always wanted things more than an actor could give her.
Whose idea was it?
Hers. I hid out like a dog. She sneaked up to Boston to see me. Maybe once every 6 months after the first year. The rest of the time I was without her. I guess she wasn't lonely.
Yeah. Some women never are. And that about finished it. Expense account, item 8, $60, miscellaneous expenses. Expense account, item 9, $1,000 as promised to Jose. Item 10, $421.80, plane fare and incidental expenses from Colan, Panama Canal Zone, back to Hartford. Total expenses, $1,879.80. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Time now for Edmund O'Brien as Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, thank goodness I found you.
Why, what's up?
You've got to leave for New York, Dollar, immediately. A policyholder, he's afraid for his life.
Here we go again. Who's he afraid of?
Well, he wouldn't say over the telephone. All I know is, to us, he's worth $100,000 alive.
Well, that makes it simple. He must be afraid of somebody to whom he's worth $100,000 dead. Edmund O'Brien in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, American Continental Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of my expenditures fulfilling your assignment as a bodyguard. The body being that of your late policyholder, Robert W. Perry. Expense account. Item 1, fare on night train, Hartford to New York, $3.65. Expense account item 2, $1.80 taxi to Lower Manhattan following morning to offices Perry and Van Bruten, importers, arriving as promised at exactly 9 a.m.
Oh, good morning. May I help you?
Yes, you certainly can. My name is Johnny Dollar. I have an appointment with Mr. Perry for 9 o'clock.
Oh, yes, from the insurance company. Well, you're right on time.
Yes, they told me I'd better be, and I'm glad that I am.
Mr. Perry just came in. He's alone and waiting for you. I'll buzz him that you're here.
Thanks.
Come on!
What was left of your policyholder, Mr. Perry, was just sliding out of a swivel chair as I hit the room. The top of his desk had erupted, and splinters of mahogany pointed their sharp fingers upward through lazy circles of smoke, swirling toward the ceiling. The buzzer from his secretary's desk had been rigged to a booby trap.
Oh, no. Mr. Perry.
Stay away from him. Come on, there's nothing you can do. He's dead.
Oh. What happened? What happened? Whatever happened?
Let's go. Let's get back out of here. Here you are. Sit down. I'll get you a drink of water. Come on, drink this.
There's a doctor on the 3rd floor. Shall I call him?
Never mind the doctor. Go call the police. Nobody gets in here till they arrive. Now, the rest of you, go on, run along, beat it, will you? And have the building superintendent turn off that alarm. Okay, miss. Now, take it easy.
It was all so sudden. What happened?
Well, that's not hard to figure out. Somebody wanted to give your boss, Mr. Perry, a shortcut through life. So whoever it was figured out that a secretary would never buzz a boss unless he was at his desk. They rigged up a bomb somewhere in his desk that would go off when you buzzed him.
Oh, then I killed him.
Now, wait a minute, will you? Wait a minute. Don't go hysterical on me. There's excitement enough, and there'll be more when the police get here, so you keep cool.
But I did it. You saw me do it.
Look, honey, the way you put it, I killed him by coming in here and giving you my name so you would buzz him. And I was here to protect him. So drop it, will you?
I'm sorry.
Now tell me, what about yesterday? Was Perry here?
Yes, all day.
What time was it when you last used the buzzer?
Oh, right up to the last minute, about 5:30.
Who left the office first?
Oh, Mr. Perry, he always leaves first. I lock up.
From the looks of things, you should have used more locks last night. Somebody got in here to do some wiring. Oh, I forgot that fire alarm. Look, before the police arrived, do you know why I was sent here?
Oh, yes. Mr. Perry felt that his life was in danger. He thought that, well, with a $100,000 policy, the insurance company would do everything they could to help keep him alive.
Oh, he didn't have much of a chance, did we? What was he afraid of?
I don't know.
Okay. Tell me, what were his other appointments for today?
Well, he only had two. His partner, Mr. Van Bruten, at 11, and later he
No,
had
one at a time, please. Van Bruten. Anything special about their meeting?
Oh, yes, Mr. Van Bruten arrived just yesterday from Holland.
Oh, you mean there was a branch of this firm in Holland?
Oh, yes. Mr. Perry was buying out Van Bruten's interest. They had a final meeting at Van Bruten's hotel last night.
I see.
Van Bruten was coming by this morning to pick up his money.
Cash?
No, a cashier's check. The bank is to deliver it here at 10:30.
Well, Perry's other appointment, who is that?
Christine, his wife.
Now she tells me. Christine, the beneficiary.
Yes, she wouldn't have been the beneficiary in about another 2 weeks. They were getting a divorce.
Thanks for the motive. You don't like her.
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
Well, how about Perry? Did you like him? Okay, here's an easy one. What's your name?
Susan Gates. Now, isn't that about enough?
Okay, Susan, you better save your voice. During the next few hours, you're going to have to do a lot of talking.
I've been everywhere else. Is the fire in here?
Well, you'll have to stick around. When the cops get here, somebody will get burned. The firemen should have stuck around because the cops arrived in a blaze of glory. It was a very high-class investigation, 2 lieutenants. Finally, after about an hour, the police photographer ran out of flash bulbs, the office of the deceased ran out of fingerprints, and the lieutenants ran out of questions. So the on-the-scene phase of the investigation was closed. At about 5 minutes of 11, I left the police packing up their notebooks, their clues, and the body, and went into the outer office. Susan looked like she could use a big, broad shoulder to weep on, but unfortunately, I was wearing my light gray suit. About then, a dark blue suit and a deep green voice entered the room from the corridor.
There. There's a fellow out here says he belongs here. His name is Van Bruten.
What do you think? His name is on the door you just opened.
Oh. Well, now, my name happens to be Murphy, and it's on bids all over the country. But that don't mean I'm stuffed with feathers, does it?
Well, never cross tongues with an Irishman. All right, send him in, officer.
All right, you can go in.
There's a policeman out there. There's trouble here? I am Brian Van Bruten. Where is Mr. Perry?
What?
He is waiting for me, no?
No.
But my appointment...
He's not keeping any. He's dead.
Dead? Oh, this is not possible. Last night I saw him. He was well. What happened?
He was hit by a buzz bomb.
A buzz bomb?
Oh, please.
You mean there was foul play?
Yes, it was very foul.
Oh, please. I may sit down. My first visit in all these years since before the war. It was to be so happy. But now tragedy like this. He was a good man, a good partner.
I understand that as of last night, You were no longer partners.
Yeah. I am glad you mentioned that. I realize, of course, that it is indelicate to speak of such things as money at a time like this, but that is why I am here, to receive my payment.
Just because Perry got his, there's no reason for you not getting yours, huh?
Oh, but you misunderstand me. I am deeply grieved, but, well, since the transaction was consummated, what is there to do? A delay would be a needless waste of money. I have already paid for passage back to Antwerp tomorrow.
Your check is here, Mr. Van Bruten.
Oh.
Here you are.
Thank you. In all of my years of business, this is indeed the saddest moment.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't have some work to do, I'd sit down with you, and we'd all have a good cry. Expense account item 3, 90 cents. Phone call to the home office.
Mr. Gordon's office.
Look, honey, this is Johnny Dollar. I want to speak to Mr. Gordon. While I'm telling him what I've got to tell him, maybe you'd better sit there in his lap with some smelling salts.
I'm not that type of a secretary. Besides, he doesn't have a lap.
Hello, Dollar. How are you making out?
Out? About $100,000.
What's that?
Yeah. You know, you should have sent me earlier. Somebody turned Mr. Perry into a firecracker just after I got here. He's dead.
Oh, that's bad news. Big policy.
Yeah, what I want to know is, shall I stay on the case?
Well, certainly, Dollar, by all means. Is there a chance of proving suicide? There's a non-payment clause.
Yeah, to make this one a suicide, there'd have to be a Santa Claus. Nobody could hate himself enough to do it this way.
What are the fraud possibilities?
Fair, there's an estranged wife. She's the beneficiary, but she wouldn't have been in a couple of weeks. Divorce coming up. I'll start with her.
All right, Dollar. Good luck. But watch those expenses.
Why, Gordon, I'm surprised. I think an insurance man would be the first to want to see a fellow live a little. Christine Perry's apartment was on Sutton Place overlooking the East River. I took the elevator up to the 24th floor, and there I discovered that our garden-fresh widow was living high in more ways than one. Everything about the place was French. The maid who led me into the living room through a long foyer, the decor, and the perfume which reminded you that breathing can be fun. I looked up from enjoying my nose to see Mrs. Perry looking down hers.
Mr. Dollar?
Mrs. Perry.
I believe we can dispense with the social amenities. You're an insurance investigator, interested in the death of my husband. So naturally, you're here because you've jumped to the conclusion that I killed him.
You're the one that's jumping to conclusions, lady. And careful you don't break your leg.
What do you want? The policy's in order. Premiums are fully paid.
You know, I'm not quite sure what I want. I know that you've got a great motive. So far, the only motive I've found.
You haven't had much time to look, have you?
Check. This is my first stop. Maybe you can help me. Do you know anyone who would be happier with your husband out of the way?
I know very little about my husband's friends. For that matter, his activities for the past 6 months. That's when I left him.
Well, that's not much help for either of us. You know, without someone else to suspect, I may just have to concentrate on you.
Mr. Dollar, I picked the men I want to concentrate on me.
I hope you're as long on alibis as you are short on temper. Where were you last night?
With a friend, Al Donovan. For a while, the same place my husband was. But I have witnesses to prove who was with him. Anybody at the Clover Club can tell you.
Save me a trip. I can't afford the prices they get over there.
Certainly. A pleasure. My husband was with his beautiful little secretary, Susan Gates.
Well, I wouldn't be more surprised if your late husband walked through that door and said...
All right, mister, that's enough.
Al!
Yeah.
How much did you hear?
I'm a big guy, baby, 6'4". I've got big ears to match.
Al, please.
Would this be Mr. Donovan, your companion of last evening?
I'm getting you out of here, Christine.
Al, you don't know what you're saying.
You lie to me. How can I help you if you lie to me? You call me stupid. The way you're playing this, you'll alibi yourself right into a cell. Now, I'm getting you out of here.
What are you doing to me, Al?
Al, you're crazy.
Come on.
She's right. You are stupid, Donovan. She was doing just fine till you dropped in.
Mister, you've been asking a lot of questions. Now I'm going to give you one answer. All right, Christine. So much for the wise guy. Now about you and your alibi. You wasn't with me at the Clover Club last night. And if it's so easy to prove that your husband was there with his secretary, who were you there with? Remember, baby, you told me you were going to be with your husband.
When Al measured me for that swing, I measured my chances with him. To me, he looked like one of those corporate assets of Murder Incorporated. So I rolled with the punch and kept my eyes closed and ears open. What I heard was Christine's alibi flying out the window, Mr. Donovan giving her a few loving cuffs, and finally, the pair of them flying out the door. Just then, the noon whistle blew somewhere in New York, and I decided to allow myself the luxury of 1 full minute for lunch. I spent the minute I took out for lunch eating a handful of Mrs. Perry's bonbons on the run. I hit the street just in time to see Donovan pushing Christine Perry into a cream-colored convertible. When they got rolling, I piled into an even yellower vehicle with a meter on it and started off crosstown playing tag through traffic. At 57th and Broadway, things got complicated. My cab was 3 cars behind them when a red light flashed them to a stop. Then the door of their car flew open, Christine dashed out across the street, and melted into the river of humanity flowing down into the subway. Since Al Donovan didn't follow her, I followed him. When he finally pulled to a stop, he took 2 chances. He parked in a no-parking zone and walked straight into the building beside it, a police station.
This is Mr. Dollar, Lieutenant. He's been waiting for you.
Well? My name is Johnny Dollar, Lieutenant. Here are my credentials.
Insurance, huh?
Yeah, the Perry murder in particular.
You've come to the right place, Dollar. A man named Donovan just walked in here and made a full confession.
He what?
That's right. My clerk's just typing it up. In the meantime, the gentleman is down in the tank having a bite of lunch on the city.
He confessed. Well, does his story add up?
As far as I know, I haven't heard too much about the case myself. It's not in my precinct.
Yeah, but what did he use for a motive?
Jealousy. Says he's in love, wanted to marry Perry's wife.
Did he say how he managed it?
Yeah, he stole a key to the office from the wife's apartment, entered the building last night, and wired the bomb to the buzzer system.
Well, I guess guys do a lot of strange things in the name of love.
It looks like Donovan did.
Yeah, he either killed the man or he's trying to cover up for someone who did. Say, Lieutenant, don't execute him for a couple of days, will you? I spent the rest of the afternoon downtown in the offices of Perry and Van Bruten, importers. The partners' correspondents told me 2 things. They had been extremely friendly, and Van Bruten was extremely bald. Perry had been sending him toupees from a famous Hollywood makeup firm. At 4:30, I got to the employment files, which rocked me with 2 minor explosions of their own. First, I learned that Al Donovan had been employed over a period of years as Perry's bodyguard, and that he had been canned the day before the murder. That confession of his, which had been a little hard to swallow, was suddenly more digestible. On top of this came blast number 2. The employment application of Perry's secretary, Miss Susan Gates, informed me that during the war, she had worked in a munitions plant, her specialty, wiring bomb fuses. When Miss Susan Gates reached home at 8:30, she found a visitor, me.
How did you get in here?
Professional secret.
Oh, you scared me. What do you want? Why did you come here this way?
I wanted to bring you the good news. I heard on the radio that Al Donovan confessed to Perry's murder.
Al? I can't believe it.
Why not? Who do you like for the spot?
Why, Christine. Al is covering up for her.
Well, I'd like to agree with you. If it turns out that Christine wound up her husband's life with a bang, the company that hired me saves $100,000. But I don't know. She claims she has all kinds of alibis. One of them is you.
Me?
Yeah. Did you see her at the Clover Club last night?
Well, yes,
Yeah. I know who you were with. Your boss.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm not preaching a sermon. I want to know who she was with.
I don't know. A man I'd never seen before. Mr. Perry knew him, but he wouldn't tell me who he was.
Why not?
I don't know. He said I might get the wrong idea.
About what?
I don't know. We didn't sit there and talk about it all night, so why should we sit here and talk about it all night?
All right. Good heavens, when a census taker shows up and asks a lot of questions, people answer them. When an investigator tries to do his job, they make the proverbial clam look like a blabbermouth.
Look, Mr. Dollar, believe me. This has been a greater shock to me than to anyone else.
Yes, excepting, of course, your late employer, Mr. Perry. How long did you work for him?
4 years.
Where'd you work before then?
Well, I worked...
Let me help you. Bombs, huh? Wiring fuses. Remember?
All right. I remember.
Good. Maybe you'll remember a little more. Let's go back to last night. The guy with Christine Perry, who was he?
I tell you, I don't know.
Was it Van Bruten?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I'll get that.
No, I'll go.
Just make sure you don't keep going. Susan! When Susan snapped the spring lock to open the door, the gun outside opened up. The first slug caught her in the left shoulder, spinning her out of the way of the rest of them. It was getting monotonous. Every time a buzzer went off, things started booming. Susan was sprawled out on the floor in front of the door, and to open it, I had to move her. By the time I did, the hallway outside was empty. Okay, now take it easy. Come on. Won't start hurting for a couple of minutes. We'll have a doctor here by then. He'll give you something. Please, try to keep calm. Yeah, what? I'll throw my coat over here. Now, try not to move.
You're going to ruin this rug.
Never mind the rug. What we want to worry about is who tried to ruin you.
What'll they do to me?
What'll who do to you?
They'll arrest me.
They don't arrest people for getting shot. You have any idea who it was?
That man in the office this morning. The one who picked up the check.
Van Bruten?
No, he wasn't Van Bruten.
He was a phony?
Yeah.
And you still gave him that check?
Yes.
Well, I won't ask you why. You gave him that check and then tried to blackmail him. Is that right?
They'll arrest me.
I wouldn't be surprised. Who is this guy? Where can I find him? Come on, don't pass out on me now. His name, quick, come on.
Ben Sand.
Where's he live?
Marsden Hotel.
Under his own name?
No, I don't...
I don't blame you. I could use a few moments of unconsciousness myself. The Marsden Hotel didn't have a Dutch name on the register, so I got a hold of the housekeeper and found out how many rooms her staff hadn't been able to make up all day because of no disturb signs on their doors, and then I went a-calling at those particular rooms. On the 9th floor, I wakened one old maid. On the 7th, I startled a bunch of poker players who thought they were being raided. And on the 4th, I struck the door of 427 and the jackpot.
Who's there? Don't you see the sign? I do not wish to be disturbed.
Sorry, I must have the wrong room. I started up the hall after the fire axe. When I got to it, I changed my mind. Out of the few things I learned about this guy, Van Sant, was that he loved to shoot people through doors. So I decided against trying to chop his down. Then I remembered the way those people came pouring out of those offices earlier in the day when they heard that fire alarm. So I picked up the little red hammer next to the big red fire axe, broke the little glass window, pulled the little brass hook, and set off a big brassy noise. And then I rushed back to 427. Fire! Fire! Hey, fire! Fire!
There's the fire.
Right here in my eyes, sweetheart!
Why you come here, you wish you don't?
Never mind the dresser. You're through shooting guns. What do you think, Van Sant? You want to try some more?
You cannot make me stay here. So fire, we will all die.
You'll look good barbecued, but I'll make a deal with you. You talk, and if I like what I hear, I'll show you how to get out of here alive.
How I know this?
You don't think I'm going to stay here and fry, do you? And if you don't start flapping that tongue in a hurry, I'll probably just tie you to a chair and run. So first, where is the real Van Bruten?
You will find him in the bedroom.
Yeah? He'd better be alive. He's out cold. What's the matter with him?
He will be all right. He's under sedatives.
Where did this identity switch start? Come on, hurry up, talk. I smell smoke.
I knew Van Bruten from Antwerp. I know about the sale of his interests. I know the girl in the office here had never seen Van Bruten. Look, we go now.
Don't get up. Come on, keep talking. I can feel it getting warm in here.
Ah, the firefighters. We will be safe.
Don't be too sure. They always start at the top floor and work their way down. Come on, I can hear those flames crackling.
You know the rest. Last night, when the transaction was all finished with Perry, I gave to Van Bruten some sedative in his cocoa.
So you set up that bomb so Perry would get it before you showed up to pick up the check, huh?
Yeah, I told you that. How the girl knows I am an imposter, I don't know.
Well, let me tell you. She's been sending old Van Bruten toupees for the last 4 years. Gray ones, my red-headed friend.
I can stand up now. We go out from here, no? We go out from here, no?
Yes, out cold. Expense account, item 4, $1.40. Night letter informing you that American Continental would have to meet payment of claim to Mrs. Christine Perry, innocent widow of the insured. The only thing she was guilty of was trying to stay on the right side of a hot-tempered boyfriend. She lied about who she was with at the Clover Club, not to fix herself an alibi, but to keep Al Donovan from learning that she'd been out with another man. That man being the real Mr. Van Bruten, who had only taken her out to try to talk her into reconciling with his friend, her husband. Expense account item 5, $100. Fine for turning in a false alarm, which, since you're paying it with me, is just fine. Expense account total, $463. Yours, truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
Al Begney, Johnny, Grand East.
Oh, yes, Al. What or whom did you insure that you shouldn't have?
What?
Or are you inviting me to dinner? I get 3 kinds of phone calls, social, business, and people who want money, creditors or otherwise. And I don't owe you any money.
I didn't mean to insult you.
You haven't. What is it?
You read about the keg burglary in New York, haven't you?
The papers say those jewels aren't insured.
Well, they are, by us. $125,000. Do you want a job?
Well, you don't need me. The police are working on it, aren't they?
Yeah, but in the wrong direction. We think we've got a line on this stuff, Johnny, and we need somebody to go check on it. Are you free?
Unemployed, yes, but not free. Where do we start?
Edmund O'Brien in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Grand East All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Adam Keg matter. Expense account item 1, $34, transportation as instructed from Hartford to New York and the Parkview Manor, an apartment hotel on 59th. Your man Begney met me in the lobby.
Well, I tell you, I met her, you know what happened? No, she was with one of those dancers. One of the dancers in television.
Hello, Johnny. Well, it's a fast trip.
How are you, Al?
Fine. We'll go right up. I think the kegs are waiting for us. Elevator's right over there.
Say, this Keg, he has some money, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's the angel type, and so far he's married at least one girl from the line from every show he's ever bagged.
Is that bad?
I wouldn't know, Johnny. You'll find Adam Keg to be a very dislikable character, so hold your temper if you can, huh?
Do you have any special reason for keeping it secret that you insured this missing jewelry?
Well, it's more or less of a courtesy to Keg. He's lost some money this season, and, well, sometimes these thefts cause some speculation, you know. He'd just rather not be talked about that way.
Going up, gentlemen?
6:42. This is it.
Hello.
Mrs. Keg?
Currently, yes.
I'm Mr. Begney from the insurance company. This is Mr. Dollar, our investigator.
How do you do?
Well, come on in.
Joe?
Is your husband at home?
Yeah, he's here. He's taking a nap. Sit down. I'll wake him up.
Wake me up?
These men want to talk to you, Eddie.
If you'll take that corn off the phonograph, maybe we can talk.
Sure. I didn't know it bothered you.
Which one of you is Begney?
I am. This is Mr. Dollar, the investigator we hired.
Are you one of these New York private detectives? I've heard the majority of you are willing to play both ends against the middle.
I've heard that a lot of clients like it that way.
What do you mean by that?
Anything you want.
Gentlemen, please. Mr. Keg, I understand there was a message of some kind this morning.
Who is this man?
I'm from Hartford. There's not as much chance in a small city for two-end dealing, so I haven't had much practice. But I'm willing.
Mr. Keg, Dollar here has worked for my company a number of times. We wouldn't have hired him if we didn't trust him. Now, please, will you tell us about this message?
Go get the paper, Sylvia.
It's right next to you. Right there, in the magazine rack.
I didn't put it there. Here it is.
Is anybody going to explain it?
Let me, Addie, if you don't feel like it.
I don't. I'm bored with the whole thing.
The paper was left in front of our door the same as usual this morning. But on the front page, this was stamped, page 3, part 2. I noticed it and told Addie to look at it.
The bellboys deliver your paper?
Yes, Danny does. And here it is, see? This antihistamine ad. In histon. You see, the I and the N have been crossed out. And these other words, so it reads, Histon stops that sign of your cold cash. Stamped in. Only Histon makes this startling offer. Insist on Histon. Look at it. You can figure it.
The rest of the message was drawn from the advertising copy the same way. The price of the product was changed from 98 cents to read $98,000, the price for the return of the jewels. The home of the firm, Montclair, New Jersey, was circled, and rubber-stamped beneath that were the words, phone booth, Maple and 7th, 10:30 p.m. tomorrow.
What do you make of it, Dollar?
Well, I'd like to talk to the bellboy. What'd you say his name was?
Danny Stevens. I'll phone down and have him come up.
That ad is the work of a crank. Anybody should be able to see that.
You're right. You have to be a crank to be a thief.
You think there's something to it?
Well, demanding ransom for the stuff makes sense. If he gets it, it'll be a lot easier than trying to fence hot jewelry. He's using the name Histon and evidently wants to open negotiations tomorrow night in Montclair. You going to take him up on it, Al?
Johnny, the company told me to do anything I wanted to. No questions asked.
If you follow this up, you'll be making a fool of yourself. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm going to my room.
He's a cooperative fellow, isn't he?
He'll do. Do you want me to go to Montclair?
Yeah, I realize it's unusual, Johnny, but if there's a chance of saving the company the difference between $98,000 and $125,000, I think I ought to take that chance. Not maybe. This would be...
Danny wondered if you could talk to him downstairs. He's the only one on duty.
Sure, that'll be all right. And before we go, I wonder if you'd give me the details of the theft. It was a story like those you read in the papers every other week or so. She and her husband were out for the evening. Her jewelry was in a locked box in a locked drawer. When they came home, the dresser had been opened. Who might have known where the jewels were? She didn't know, possibly the maid. When we got to the manager's office, we checked on the maid. She lived in Montclair, New Jersey, and she had just resigned. Then Danny Stevens, the bellboy, was shown in.
You wanted to talk to me?
Yeah. Have you ever been inside the Keg apartment?
Well, sure I have. Guess I've been in every room in the building.
How many times have you been there?
Oh, I don't know. How would I know anything like that?
How well did you know her?
Oh, Mrs. Keg, good enough to talk to. Had a cigarette with her once. You don't think I had anything to do with this, do you?
You put the paper in front of the door every morning?
Yeah, that's right.
How about this morning?
Well, when I got up there, paper was there already. I didn't think much about it because I figured maybe the night man had gone up there and left it. Eddie? No. As soon as Mr. Keg called about what was in the paper, I asked, and Jim hadn't been up there at all. That's what he said, anyway.
Where do you live?
In Queens. Look, mister, the cops asked me all this stuff. I don't know anything about it. You're wasting your time.
You'll be around here, won't you?
Yeah, sure I will. I live here. I plan to make a career out of hotel work. I won't leave.
Al Begney brought me up to date on police progress. The case was 3 days old, and all they had was some worthless, smudged fingerprints and the assumption that the same implement had been used to pry open the apartment door, the dresser, and the jewel box. They were canvassing the known fences so far without success. Expense account item 2, $25, dinner, drinks, etc., after checking into the Hotel Langley. And expense account item 3, $40 for car rental the next evening and the 15-mile trip to Montclair. The Maple and 7th, rubber-stamped into the contrived message, was an intersection that boasted 3 stores closed for the night, and on the 4th corner, a bowling alley. The only visible phone booth was on the sidewalk near the entrance to the alleys. As I stepped inside, I noticed a pair of headlights snap on a few yards up the street, and a half-minute later, the car pulled out and double-parked near me.
You calling out or waiting?
Waiting for a call. Why?
Who from?
Somebody named Histon.
I'm your man. Come on. I came alone. You could cause me some trouble, but don't do it. You won't get the stuff back that way.
That's the deal. I came to listen to you, not play hero.
Yeah. Come on, get in. Why'd he send you?
Keg? He didn't send me. I'm an insurance investigator.
I thought those things weren't insured.
They are.
That makes sense, I guess. Guys like Keg don't leave themselves open to get hurt. Always somebody else.
You know him?
I know what he is. I'll pull in this alley. Yeah, we can talk here for a few minutes. Now, who's going to pay the money?
The insurance company, if anybody does.
How much do you expect me to sell?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, what kind of a bargain do we make? Does the company and Keg tell the cops to drop it?
I won't promise you that. You can't start something like this and have it all stop when you gouge $98,000 out of somebody.
I'm not thinking so much about myself.
Oh, you mean you pulled this heist for somebody else?
No, I didn't pull it for anybody.
It's a little too late to worry about whoever sold you information, isn't it?
How close are they?
Don't be stupid. Wouldn't take a junior G-man long to figure it. It had to be somebody who knew what Keg's wife had, where she kept it, and probably when they were going to be away from the apartment.
Who do they think did that?
I didn't ask them. I came here to find out how you want to handle this thing.
I don't like it. I'll have to think about it.
$98,000. How long do you have to think?
Where can I get you by phone? What's your name?
Name's Dollar. I'm registered at the Hotel Langley in New York.
Okay. I'll call you. I'll try and make it sometime tomorrow.
That's all?
Yeah.
How about driving me back to 7th and Maple? I left my car there.
Take you there so you can follow me? Get out. You'll be better off with a little walk.
He kept his lights off while he drove out of the alley, so there wasn't a chance to get the license number. But I had memorized his features and a V-shaped scar on his right cheek. It was 10:45 when I got back to my car. Not too late, I hoped, to call on Miss Millicent Weaver, the maid who had recently resigned her job at the Keg's Hotel.
But I've been through all this with the police. I don't think it's right somebody can be pushed around and nagged like this.
Do the police know you quit your job?
It's none of their business.
They'll be back to you when they find out. They'll want to know why you did.
It was entirely personal with me. It didn't have anything to do with the trouble, except that when the police started to insult me, I realized how public my life was in a hotel of that type.
Well, that's not very good. It sounds like you quit to get away from their questions.
That isn't so. I won't tell you why, but well, it has to do with my own personal code of ethics and how hard it was with that pack of linen closet wolves that hunted in that hotel. Do I make myself understood?
Yeah, I think so. But you did know where Mrs. Keg kept her jewels.
If that's a crime, it's her fault. So busy impressing me with them.
What do you know about a blonde man with a scar on his cheek like an upside-down V?
Who?
I didn't get his name. Curly blonde hair, nose that might have been broken. He's about my size.
I don't remember anybody like that. Who is he?
He lives here in Montclair. He says he has the jewelry.
What does that have to do with me?
Why'd you come here?
I just wanted to meet you, Millie. If you run into a blonde man with a scar, let me know. I'm at the Langley.
Good evening, sir.
Key, please, 412.
Yes, sir, right away. Oh, here's a message for you, Mr. Dollar. Lady said she'd be waiting for you in booth 1 in the bar.
Oh, if it's a lady, that must be some mistake.
Yes, sir, I know what you mean, but with this one, well, who cares?
Well,
What do you know about it?
I just got back from Montclair. What is it?
Danny, the bellboy. They told me at our hotel. Danny's been killed.
When?
Tonight sometime. I'm not sure. But I'm afraid of what's going to happen. Oh, let's get out of here. Can we go to your room? I've got to talk about it.
Mrs. Keg was silent during the elevator trip up to my floor, and until we were in my room and I had closed the door. Then she settled on the edge of the bed and started. I couldn't tell if it was an act or not. Come on, stop it. How much did you have to drink while you were waiting for me?
I'm not drunk.
Then let's use a little control, shall we? This sounds like a crying jab. Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Oh, I'm not.
Look, if you're trying to make me feel sorry for you, drop it. Frightened dames don't touch me anymore until I find out what they're afraid of.
Oh, shut up. I couldn't help it. I've been holding it in since I heard.
Holding what in?
I'm afraid of what my husband is going to make out of it.
Out of Danny's death?
Yeah.
How was he killed?
He was run down by a car, going home from a movie. They haven't found the driver.
You don't think it was an accident?
I don't know. Danny was the first one questioned by the police after the robbery. I know they thought he knew more than he was telling.
Do you think he was mixed up in it?
Well, if he was...
Yeah?
If he was, my husband is going to accuse me of being in it with him.
Stealing your own jewels? How does that work?
Oh, they weren't mine. The privilege of wearing them was. That's the way it's been with all his wives. You lose the privilege when you're divorced.
You were due for a divorce?
Yeah. He got some ideas about Danny and me.
It's funny, so did I.
Well, there was nothing to it. He was a nice guy. Used to drop up once in a while.
That isn't what he told me.
What did he tell you?
Maybe it isn't important. Danny did know where you kept your jewelry, didn't he?
Yes.
The dresser and which drawer?
Yeah, I'm afraid he knew quite a lot about me. I didn't think he'd use it to do anything like that to me.
How much are you holding back?
Nothing. I came to you, didn't I?
What about that hoped-up offer from Montclair?
You know more about that than I do. You went over there.
Yeah, I met a guy who decided to renege. He could have been a decoy, or he could have been Danny's killer.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. I hoped you'd believe me. That's why I came to you.
I was going to ask why. What do you expect me to do?
Nothing, I guess. I wanted to tell somebody that I knew what was going to happen, and you were handy. Adam is going to rant and curse and accuse me of every sin that exists. That's his marital privilege, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's late now. You better run along. The police played it cagey. If they did suspect that Danny Stevens' death was linked with the burglary, there was no mention of it in the papers the next morning. So after breakfast, I settled back to await developments. At 10, my phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah?
1 moment, please. I have a call from Hartford. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Dollar. Al Begney.
Yeah.
Adam Keg just phoned me.
Oh?
He's willing to drop the whole thing.
What?
Says he won't press a claim against the company.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Al. Let's not plunge. What brought this about?
I told you he doesn't want any publicity. He says it's worth it to him to hush it up.
You can't do it, Al.
What do you mean I can't do it?
Well, it's up to you, naturally, but I'll tell you what it's liable to look like. Like your company pulled its investigator off the case rather than uncover a murder.
I didn't hear anything about a murder.
Well, there's one rattling around in this mess. That bellboy we talked to.
No? Well, I see what you mean. That wouldn't look too good, would it?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, well, you're right. You want me to call Keg back?
No, I'll go right over. I'd like to toss it to him myself. I'll let you know how I come out.
Oh, what do you want?
I want to see your husband.
You can't. He's not here.
Well, I'll wait for him then.
Listen to me. He's here, but please don't tell him about last night. Please, you mustn't.
We'll see. Come on. Announce me.
All right. Come on. Sit down. I'll tell him.
Thanks.
Addie, Mr. Dollar is here to see you.
Who?
The investigator.
I thought I told that confounded company to leave me alone. The devil do you want?
I'd like to know why all of a sudden you wanted this investigation dropped.
I've been doing things the way I want to for quite a few years. I want it dropped. What's it to you or to your company? I assume you're being paid. They won't lose any money.
Are you afraid of what might come to the surface if the police investigate Danny Stevens' killing?
I don't want any more publicity on this thing. What would I be afraid of?
I take it the publicity you don't want is the guess that you might have faked this job to collect some money.
You don't have the only slanderous mind in town. The busybodies enjoy playing with ideas like that, and I don't want it.
Because it might occur to one of us that Danny knew the setup and was put out of the way.
You idiot.
That's an idea that would keep the nightclubs buzzing for months.
You're accusing me of killing him. What I'd like are those same words in front of a witness. I'd sue you out of the country.
I'm telling you that this thing can't be dropped because you don't like the taste of it anymore.
All right, idiot. Go ahead. If you insist on returning my jewelry to me or paying my claim in full, help yourself. What have you done so far?
I met a man in Montclair.
That was clever, since he said he'd meet you. What did you learn from him?
Well, the only thing I can be sure of is that he's my size, has blonde hair, and a scar on his right cheek like an inverted V. I'd know him if I saw him again.
Then go find him. Sylvia?
Yes, Adam?
Show this manhunter to the door. He's on the trail. Tally-ho!
I wish you'd drop it. Why can't you?
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Everything. I wish I'd never seen him or his filthy jewels.
Why don't you open up?
Oh, I don't know anything about it. Now, please go. Please, before he comes out again.
Sure. There's nothing like expensive gifts to keep a woman happy, is there? So there I was in the middle of 59th Street with a basket full of suspects. An owner who didn't want to collect on his insurance or recover his stolen property, and an insurance company that wanted to drop the investigation but couldn't. I turned to the only possibly interested parties I could think of, the police.
That's very interesting. Why didn't you tell us before you went to Montclair?
Well, I'll be honest with you, because I know it won't go beyond this office. We were willing to be a little unethical to save the company some money, and when we did, we were going to make a full report to you.
Uh-huh. And now you want us to help you.
I didn't ask that. I wanted to know what had happened on the hit-and-run death.
Well, the driver's being indicted on a manslaughter charge. She gave herself up.
She? She gave herself up? Who?
Her name is Lindquist. She was driving home after a prolonged cocktail party.
There's no connection with the keg thing?
Not according to all her witnesses. She's visiting here from Florida. Got in day before yesterday.
Huh. There goes that angle.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. But accidents do happen.
That's when I called the company and agreed that we should give up the case. I was in my hotel room packing when a knock on the door changed my mind again.
I can't stand it any longer. I gotta talk to you.
You said that before. Come on. Well, what now?
That man you met in Montclair, I know him.
What makes you think so?
Blonde, a scar on his cheek. I used to go with him before I married Adam.
Who is he?
Stanley Griffin. He's a musician. What did he tell you?
Do you know where I can find him?
Yeah, on 8th Street near the village. I forgot the number, but it's in the phone book.
All right. He's been in your apartment?
Too many times. I've had to call the hotel detective to keep him away.
Ah. Griffin. Stanley A. Okay. I don't know why, but I'll go check it.
Hey, how'd you get here?
Because you're stupid. Close the door and shut that thing off.
I suppose this is it, as we jewel thieves say.
Is the stuff here?
Yeah. How'd you get here? Do you mind telling me?
I don't see that it makes any difference. Kegg's wife gave me your name.
Sylvia? You're lying.
I have no reason to lie.
I don't believe you. Why should you do that?
I thought you could tell me.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll make a statement, but not unless I can make it in front of Adam Kegg.
I'll leave that up to you. Where's the stuff?
In the closet. I'll get it.
I moved to the closet door with him. I expected him to make a break, but he didn't. Instead, he opened a battered suitcase, fished out a paper sack that held over $100,000 worth of jewels, and we left.
Well, what's this?
Your stolen property. This is Stanley Griffin. He has a statement to make to you.
Where's Sylvia?
Mrs. Kegg is in her room.
I think she'd better come out.
Why?
She was going to share the profit.
Stan!
I think she should share the failure.
Stan, you're lying. Why are you doing this? Tell him you're lying.
How should I tell him that?
Because you are. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, stop it.
Well, Sylvia?
He's lying. Adam, don't listen to him. He's lying.
Am I? You tell him, Sylvia. You make him believe that I'm lying.
You can't do this!
Come on. Hey, quit it. Come on.
Let go of me! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying!
Calm down.
You're a rotten loser, Sylvia. You always have been. You're a beautiful winner, but you're a rotten loser.
Adam! Where are you going?
I'm going to call the police.
Adam!
Sit down.
You said you'd do it, didn't you? You said you'd drag me out of here. I thought you were just high, but you meant it. He's lying, Mr. Dollar. There's no way to prove it, but he's lying.
You're right. Everything you've done to date says you're right.
You're crazy. I'm not going to take the whole rap, not for her. She told me where she kept the jewelry. She told me where they were going and how late they'd be out.
Where did they go?
They went to a lot of places.
Now, you'll have to do better than that. She'll crack your story if you don't.
She told me. I saw them go.
But where, Stan? Where could she go so that she could leave all her jewels home for you to pick them up? That must have been part of your plan. Where?
Tell him!
Get away from me, Dollar. You've got it back. Leave me alone.
Stay here. Don't try it.
Get away from me.
Get up.
Why not?
Keep him away from me.
Yeah. Keep me away while you can, Sylvia. But don't ever forget it. I'll be back.
To help the company complete its report on the Kegg matter, I enclose a portion of Stanley Griffin's statement to the police that same afternoon.
I don't know why I did it. Yeah, I do. I wanted to get her away from him. I loved her. When she wouldn't listen to me and leave him, she had me thrown out that night. I made up my mind to steal them and make it look like she helped me. So I did. Fixed up that newspaper I had. I was drunk and crazy. And I wanted to see her in prison. With me.
Expense account item 4, miscellaneous, $55. Item 5, same as item 1, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $230.40. Remarks? The whole matter was no more than a cloud of smoke. The bellboy's death was inconvenient but accidental. And the burglary was a rare type committed not for profit but for revenge by a jilted man. The company could have saved the above total, but please remit. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
Hello, this is Bruce Hugh, the Lockhart estate.
Yes, Mr. Ewell. Thanks for calling back. I want to let you know I was in town. I'd like to get together with you if you have time to see me.
Why, yes, I just got out of court, and I have a meeting in a few minutes. It shouldn't take long. Could you meet me at 5:30 for a drink?
Sure, any place you say.
All right, there's a place called Todd's right around the corner from my offices on Spring.
I can find it. This is quite a mix-up, Mr. Ewell. The Lockhart's being killed like that?
Yes, it is.
Are you any closer to learning which one died first?
We are not.
It was a matter of only a minute or so.
Yeah, it's only a $200,000 question who lived those couple of minutes.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you Edmund O'Brien in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment anytime, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. The delicious, long-lasting, real mint flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The good, smooth chewing helps keep you feeling fresh and alert. Adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. So indoors, outdoors, at work or play, enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Wrigley's Spearmint. Refreshing, delicious.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Washingtonian Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Horace Lockhart matter. Expense account item 1, $8.90, fare and incidentals between Santa Barbara and Los Angeles. Your Los Angeles agent found that I was on a case in Montecito and saved you some $200 in fare from the East Coast to Los Angeles by bringing me down from Santa Barbara. At 5:30 that same afternoon, I met Mr. Bruce Ewell, attorney for the Lockhart estate.
You lead off, Mr. Dollar. I'll answer any question I can.
So far, I know the bare facts. I tried to get some information from the police, but everybody told me to call some other office.
You must have called the local authorities?
Yeah, shouldn't I have?
Mr. and Mrs. Lockhart were killed in county territory, so it's under the jurisdiction of the sheriff.
I was way off then. I was almost up to the highway commissioner when I quit.
Well, we have a fairly complicated system here. The Lockharts were killed on the Coast Highway, north of Malibu. They were returning from a visit to Santa Barbara when their car was either forced off the road or went out of control. Crashed through a guard fence and over a bank.
What time of night was it?
It was about 2 a.m. Now, the actual report was phoned in by the operator of an all-night garage on the highway. But the man was notified by a young woman. She said she had seen the accident happen, had stopped, and gone down to look at the car. But that's where our information stops.
Yeah. Am I right that she did tell somebody that one of the Lockharts was still alive then, but that she didn't say which one?
That's correct. That's what she told the garage operator. His name is Gallagher.
And the whole thing hangs on this girl. What's been done to locate her?
Well, we put ads in the classified sections of all the papers. It happened only night before last. I'm certain she'll call in before long.
I hope so. How often do you look at the classified section, Mr. Ewell?
Well, certainly we can hope that she has friends she's talked to about the accident. And even if she doesn't see it, why, somebody will and tell her about it.
The man in the garage. You said his name was Gallagher?
Yes, Patrick.
Thanks very much, Mr. Ewell. I think I'll rent a car and go out and see him.
Good evening.
Hi. You Mr. Gallagher?
Yeah, that's right.
My name is Dollar. I'm an investigator for an insurance company. I'd like to talk to you about that accident the other night.
That Lincoln with the man and his wife?
Yeah, the Lockhart.
Oh, that was a mess. We should get him on this highway. Crazy fool drivers. He was quite a big shot, I read.
He was. What I want to find out about is the girl who reported the accident to you.
I don't know anything about her. She busted in here all excited and told me about it, and then she left. Never saw her before, and I haven't seen her since.
What exactly did she say? You remember?
What do you mean?
I'd like to learn her exact words if you remember them.
What's so important about her?
We're looking for her. I'll explain it to you. But do you remember what she said?
Not her exact words, maybe. She told me about the accident. She said there were 2 people in the car, and she said one of them was dead, but she thought one was still alive.
Can you be sure that she didn't say, I think the man is still alive, or I think the woman is still alive?
No, I don't think she said that.
Did she say there were 2 people in the car, or a man and a woman?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't think anything about that. All I was thinking was calling the police. As a matter of fact, I was asleep. She woke me up, shaking me, and talking about it.
It took you a couple of seconds to come to your senses then, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. She left, and I called the police.
But it's just possible that she might have mentioned the man or the woman still being alive.
Well, yeah, maybe. Before I was awake,
Well, I don't get it. What difference does it make?
It makes a $200,000 difference to one of two people, Mr. Gallagher.
What are you giving me?
You carry life insurance, don't you?
Yeah, all I can afford.
Well, the Lockharts each had a policy naming each other as first beneficiary, but each of them named a different second beneficiary.
Oh, yeah, I'm beginning to see.
Mrs. Lockhart had named a son by a former marriage. So if she survived her husband in that crash, even for a minute or so, she became his beneficiary for that length of time. If that was the case, her son is in line for the money from both policies. If she died first, it's the other way around, and her daughter by Lockhart is in line.
Oh, I didn't think they cut it that fine.
You can see how important it is for you to remember exactly what this girl said.
Well, knowing isn't going to make it any easier, to be sure. I'm not sure, that's all.
What did this girl look like?
Well, I give you a little more help there. She had blue eyes, and it seemed to me she was wearing an awful lot of makeup. It was really plastered on. You couldn't really see her skin.
Like stage makeup? What about eyelashes? Were they false?
Yeah, they were. Now that you mention it, they were too long to be real.
What else?
Well, she had a scarf over her hair, but I'm pretty sure it was blonde. And that's about all. She's wearing a coat. Oh, and I noticed when she left, she was barrel-legged and wearing white shoes with high heels. Her legs were tan, so maybe she lives on the beach around here someplace.
Could that have been makeup on her legs, too?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
What about her car? What kind was it? What color?
I didn't see it.
Didn't see it?
No, she parked there by the side of the building where you did. When I was on the phone, she pulled out and headed toward L.A. It sounded like about a Chevy or a Plymouth, something about that size.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mr. Gallagher. If you think of anything more, I wish you'd call me. I'm at the Holmby Hotel on Wilshire. I'll leave my card. I drove up to the scene of the crash about 2 miles farther north. The Lockharts couldn't have picked a better spot. There was an almost sheer drop of more than 20 feet to some big rocks just above the beach. The rocks still showed the marks of the impact. At the sheriff's station on the way back into Los Angeles, I saw their photographs and heard their theory. The car hadn't been forced off the road. The tire marks it left made it appear that either the driver had fallen asleep or that the crash had not been accidental. The next morning, I was summoned by Bruce Ewell to the Lockhart address. I found it at the end of one of the elite roads in L.A.'s prize subdivision, Bel Air. It was guarded by an iron gate, and the mansion itself was evidently a replica of something Italian. I was told to wait for Mr. Ewell in a domed entry hall.
Well, thanks for coming out, Mr. Dollar.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Yes, it's quite a place, isn't it? I wanted the children to meet you. You know about them?
Only that they're half-sister and brother.
Yes. Michael Adams stayed with his own father. Never has lived here. He arrived from Seattle last night. This is the first time he's met his stepsister.
That's Gail Lockhart.
Yes. She's 23 and he's 27. Well, I wanted them to know we're doing everything we can to find this perverse witness who's become so important. Why doesn't she reveal herself?
I wish I knew.
Well, this is Mr. Dollar, the insurance investigator who's come out to help us. Miss Gail Lockhart.
How do you do?
Miss Lockhart.
And Mr. Michael Adams.
Oh, hey, Mr. Dollar.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Adams. You both have my sympathy.
Oh, I think Miss Lockhart deserves it more than I do. I'm no more than a stranger. I don't even remember my mother. She and my father divorced before I was 2.
Oh, stop it.
Sorry.
Mr. Ewell, I don't have to stay, do I? May I go to my room?
Why, yes, Gail, if you want to.
I do. I can't talk about it anymore.
I'm sorry, but I feel like I should explain my place in this. I know I don't belong.
It's all right, Mr. Adams. Gail is terribly upset. She was in Santa Barbara with her parents that night. She was supposed to drive back with them. They'd been drinking heavily, and she begged them to stay over. And when her father refused to do that, she refused to ride with them.
I didn't know she was with them.
Well, you know how these situations are. She's full of self-incrimination. Can't help feeling she should have done more, like take the keys to the car, or even call the police, or something. Well, what are we going to do about this witness, Mr. Dollar?
Maybe you can help us, Mr. Adams. Did you ever read the personal column in the classified advertising section of your paper?
Personal column? Hardly ever.
Have you any idea when the last time was?
Oh, months back, anyway.
I think we have to do better than that personal column, Mr. Ewell. Spot a few small ads through the other pages. Have you contacted any but local papers?
No, not yet.
Just because that garage man told us her car headed for L.A. is no proof that she's here. She might have passed right on through.
Yes, but a girl driving alone at that time of night...
We have no reason to think that she was alone. Gallagher didn't see anybody else, but he didn't see the car either. There are people who just don't like to get involved in things like this, you know.
Yes, that's true, isn't it? What would you say to posting a small reward?
I think that would be a good idea. Not a reward for the information we want, because we'd get too many cranks who would say anything for money.
Say, that's right, isn't it?
I think we should offer the reward for any information that will lead us to the witness and print the description Gallagher gave us.
That's a good idea.
Sure is.
But I'll go call my secretary and have her compose an ad and get it into as many evening editions in the counties as possible. And San Bernardino and Riverside counties as well. Excuse me.
Golly. This suspense is really something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I know I don't deserve any of the money. Why, you could have knocked me over with a feather when I found out she had me in the policy. Oh, I suppose she always felt bad about the way she deserted my father and me and wanted to make it up, huh?
That was probably it.
But, man, $200,000. When I get that, I'll be sitting on top of the world.
I wouldn't spend it yet if I were you.
Oh, I know it's a toss-up, but sure would be justice, wouldn't it? With all she'll get anyway, Miss Lockhart doesn't need it like I do. Why, from the looks of this place, she probably wouldn't even miss it.
Maybe you're right, Mr. Adams. She probably won't miss anything but her parents for quite a while.
Sorry. Can't seem to say the right thing around here.
The practical Mr. Adams had to wait along with the rest of us. The second day, the reward was increased. It was increased the third and the fourth day until it stood at $1,000. There it stayed for fear somebody was sitting on the information and watching the price of it go up. A few newspaper and radio reporters played it up on the mystery woman angle, but the actual $200,000 question we wanted to ask her was never let out. We had some worthless reaction, but on the seventh day, we got what we figured was our first break. An apartment house manager phoned Bruce Ewell, and I went out to talk to her.
Well, it's not me alone, Mr. Dollar. A few of my tenants have mentioned it, too. We're all curious about this mystery woman, you know.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is Tuesday, and that awful accident happened a week ago Sunday, didn't it?
That's right, Mrs. Brewer.
To be exact, about 2 Monday morning. Well, at 10 o'clock that morning, one of the girls who'd been living here left with almost a whole month's rent to live out, Susan Lee.
Oh? Would you say she fit the description in the papers?
Now, that's why I decided to call. We'd share the reward, but I'd do the talking. Because... especially the theatrical makeup that was mentioned. Susan was a dancer in the naughty 90s nightclub on Santa Monica Boulevard. A specialty dancer, as she put it.
Did she own a car?
That was another thing. The ad mentioned a Chevy or a Plymouth, and she had a Plymouth.
It was very interesting, Mrs. Brugger. Did she say where she was going?
Well, she said she'd found a better job in another town, but when I asked her where, she changed the subject. She was hiding something.
Made no arrangements for mail?
Well, I asked her about that, too, and she said she'd come back and pick it up as soon as she could. I think she was in trouble.
Has any mail come?
Well, nothing much. A couple of bills. This one today. From a photographer.
A photographer? That might really help.
Why, yes, he must have taken a picture.
Let's see the return address.
Oh, wait till I tell the girls. Oh, I hope it's her. Why, I never even knew anybody who ever won a reward before.
It was her. As a matter of fact, things developed quite nicely for the next hour and a half, anyway. At the garage, Gallagher positively identified the girl in the print I took him from the photographer. So at that point, that's what we had, a picture and the name of our witness. The rest of it wasn't so good. It looked like she'd taken a sudden run out for reasons and places unknown. With a 7-day start, she could have reached almost any place in the world.
For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment anytime, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. When your mouth feels dry, when you're warm or tired, Wrigley's Spearmint is really refreshing. The lively, full-bodied, real mint flavor cools your mouth, moistens your throat, freshens your taste. And the chewing itself gives you a little lift, helps you feel your best and do your best. So for chewing enjoyment plus pleasant refreshment, chew delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. And now, with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
No, not yet, Mr. Yule, but it's more than we've had. One thing I'd like to suggest.
Yes?
I think we should leave the reward ads running just as they are.
Oh, you don't think we should get right to the point and add her name and photo to the information?
No, not right now. If she's running away from something, we might drive her farther if we did that. I think we should go on as if we haven't learned anything.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
In the meantime, I'll see what I can dig up. The Santa Monica Boulevard Club where Susan Lee had worked was open, but almost empty at 3 that afternoon when I went in. Just the bar was in operation, but a series of larger-than-life-sized posters on the wall promised entertainment nightly by outstanding personalities of the dance. I found the manager in his office.
What was the name again?
Dollar, the bartender, told me where I might find you, Mr. Cobley. I'd like to talk to you about a girl named Susan Lee.
Well, what about her? Come on in, come on. I can spare a few minutes.
Thanks.
You a cop of some kind?
Private one. Why? You expecting some?
No, not especially. Except the way Susan dropped out of sight all of a sudden, and the way you come in asking about her. What's up, anyway?
I was hoping you could tell me. I'm working for an insurance company. All I want with this Lee girl is a statement about an automobile accident she witnessed.
Oh, hey. Is this what's been running in all the papers?
Yeah. We've been trying to find her for a week.
And it's Susan?
That's right.
What a dope that makes me. And a lot of other people around here. Are you sure?
A guy identified her picture.
Why didn't I think of that? You know why? Because the papers gave the idea that this dame was coming to Los Angeles from some town up the coast.
That's all we know, that she was driving south.
How could Susan be driving any place up there at 2 in the morning? Our last show here was at 1:15.
I'm more interested in knowing where she is now. I take it you don't know.
No. Her contract had another week to run, but she called me one morning a week or so ago and said she was sick and could she quit.
Was that a Monday morning?
Well, I can find... Yeah, sure it was. She called me at home. We're closed on Mondays. Hey, I think I got something for you.
What?
Well, one of the other girls picked up a pay for her. She wanted to quit, she told me, and I don't make any trouble with the girls who want to leave. And then she wanted Lamine to pick up her check. Well, I said that'd be okay if she sent a note authorizing it, and she did.
What did you say, Lamine?
Yeah, that's her stage name. You know, these girls get those monikers legalized when they're too young to know any better, and then they're stuck with them. Lamine Dunn. You can tell before you see her that she's brunette and specializes in tassels.
Would you mind giving me her address?
No, I've got it right over here. Susan must have some hot dough to be worth $1,000 reward.
I wish I could tell you, but I can't. It's worth plenty.
No, I wasn't pushing for information. Here it is. The Wesley on Wilcox.
Good. Thanks very much.
Oh, sure. I don't care what you don't tell me. But anybody could use a hunk of that reward these days.
I'll remember what you've done, Mr. Cobley. We'll see what we can work out. Thanks again.
Sure.
Are you Miss Dunn?
Yeah?
I suppose you've read the papers like everyone else. I'm the insurance investigator who's looking for that girl. She turns out to be Susan Lee.
Oh, well, come on in. What have I been sitting on, anyway?
You know what we want her for.
Because she saw that wreck. But don't you know what could have happened that made her leave town like she did?
No, don't you?
Well, I know there was... Look, I'm going to sound like a pretty lousy sort of friend, I suppose, but I only met her when she booked into the club. We happened to get along, that's all. I don't think that's the kind of friendship where you find that greater love hath no man stuff. Besides, she didn't trust me enough to tell me everything.
Everything about what?
Why don't you sit down?
Thanks.
I promised her I wouldn't say anything, and I haven't. But now you want to know, and I'm not going to lie about something I don't know.
That makes sense to me.
Something happened to her that night, and I think it was over that guy she married.
You'll have to remember that I don't know anything about her.
Oh, yeah, well, she married this guy. I never met him. His name's Robert, she told me. They ran off a couple of months ago, got one of those quick Mexican jobs.
You don't know where this Roberts came from or lives.
All I know is it must have been a dandy marriage. She still lived in her apartment, and maybe once or twice a week she'd leave after the last show and run up the coast and meet him. She said he traveled a lot. And I believed it, but not the way she meant it.
She sounds a little naive for her profession.
No, she isn't. Wasn't. I guess everybody really takes a fall sooner or later.
But she came here that night, or morning, I guess it was 3:30. She still had her stage makeup on. She said something happened. She had to get out of town. That's all she'd say.
She mentioned seeing the accident?
No, just kept on saying something happened. Something awful happened. She had to leave town. Could she have caused that accident?
The police say no other car was involved.
Oh, then it must have been that husband.
You know his full name?
Yeah, it was Phil. I heard her say that.
Philip Roberts. It's probably a common name, but we'll get on it. You talked to her the next day. You know about a paycheck?
Yeah, she phoned me, and she told Mr. Cobley she was sick because she didn't want him to ask questions about why she was leaving. So I went down and got her check. I met her in a drive-in joint on Santa Monica, and the same thing, and making me promise not to tell anybody.
You have any idea where she might have gone?
Yeah, I have.
Where?
Once a week, every Sunday, Susan used to get flowers. She used to say they were from some masher in San Diego. She'd tear up the card and let the flowers dry up on her dressing table. A bouquet came that Sunday night, and she didn't even unwrap it. It was one of those what's the future nights for me. I was figuring how many years I had left in the racket, wondering what had made me go wrong with the way I spent all the time I'd been in it. Well, I was real gone. When Susan left, I took her flowers and brought them home, and I read the card. It said, as usual, if you ever need me. That's where she's gone.
Do you know, or are you guessing?
Both, I guess. I met one like that when I was Susan's age. That's where I should have gone. Maybe she did. I still got the card with the name of the florist on it.
San Diego is some 120 miles from Los Angeles. But when I opened the phone book and saw how many Philip Roberts there were to be checked, the trip seemed short. I didn't get there in time that night, but the next morning I located the florist. He had no trouble remembering the man who so faithfully sent flowers on Sunday. At noon that day, I found Robert's house, and I recognized the girl who opened the door to me.
Yes?
Susan Lee?
No, she isn't here.
Wait a minute.
No, leave me alone. Go away. Get your foot out. I didn't know. I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know.
Let me in, Miss Lee. You don't have to be afraid. All I want to ask you about is the accident you saw last Sunday night.
No, you're lying.
Let me in.
You're lying. I read about your reward in the papers. You tried to trick me. How did you find me?
I had to find you.
I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with it, no matter what she says.
You're saying things you don't have to say, Miss Lee.
No, I'm not, because everything else you've heard is a lie.
What lies have I heard? Who lied to me?
I don't know. Don't you think I've spent all night long, every night, hearing what she said to you? But I believed him. I believed everything he told me.
Philip Roberts?
That's not his name. I know it isn't now, but I married him. You think I would have married him if I'd known that he was already married?
I guess you'd better tell me about it, Miss Lee.
I thought I was married to him. We went to Ensenada. Some man married us down there. It was in May. And I thought he was my husband all the time. I was going to quit dancing and we were going to go away. And then Sunday night, I heard them.
You were north of Malibu Sunday night?
Yes, he rented the cabin for us. But when I got there Sunday night, there was another car. I left my car and walked to the cabin, and then I heard them. She called herself his wife, and she used a different name. She called him Carl. I don't know why I listened. I wanted to run. But I stayed and listened to them argue. And found out that I wasn't married to him at all because she was his wife.
You don't have to tell me this.
Yes, I do. You have to know the truth. I heard her say she'd kill him. And then I left and started to walk toward the highway. And I'd gotten almost to it when I heard the shots. I wasn't near the cabin. I was almost to my car.
Miss Lee.
When I heard them, I thought I was running away because she'd shot him over me.
Where is this cabin?
It's about 3. You know where it is. You've been there. You found him.
As far as I know, no one has been there. I haven't heard anything about a shooting north of Malibu.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. But we'll have to phone the police to check the story.
You're lying. You're still trying to trick me, but you can't.
Stop it.
You're lying because you believed her. Let go of me. Let go. I didn't do it. I was running away.
It took some time to digest it. I called the police and saw Susan Lee on her way back to Los Angeles with them, and then called Bruce Ewell. By the time I had driven back, he'd spent a half hour with the girl and gotten the report of the police who visited the cabin. I was called to the Lockhart home for the second and last time, and together with the 2 prospective beneficiaries, I heard what the lawyer had to say.
Oh, it's a pathetic story.
This man entered a bigamous marriage contract with Susan Lee. His first wife followed him to the cabin. She didn't know about the marriage, but she suspected something. At the height of the argument, she shot him and then turned the gun upon herself. Miss Lee was afraid to surrender as our witness.
They're both dead?
Well, I'll be... Yes, but actually that's none of our concern now. This tortured girl did witness the accident. And in spite of her own problems, stopped to give what aid she could, which of course was none.
Did you get a statement from her, Mr. Yule?
Yes, I'm afraid I did. Before a notary public, Susan Lee swore that the person who was alive at the time she viewed the wreck was Mrs. Lockhart.
I knew it. Hot dog.
Shut up.
Make him stop. Get him out of here. I can't stand it.
Here, let me take you to you.
It's really true?
Yeah, I guess it is, if Yule says so.
Man, $200,000. And for what? For being born to the right mother. That's what I call profit on a small investment.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
$200,000. Why, I bet I can invest that and live like a gentleman the way I've always wanted to. I wonder how much this house costs. Nothing like this in Seattle, but I might show them a thing or two.
Expense account item 2, $356.50 miscellaneous in Los Angeles. Item 3, $218.45 transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $583.85. Remarks? As far as I'm concerned, the money went to the wrong beneficiary. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, for refreshment while you work, for enjoyment any time, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. There's lots of lively real mint flavor in it to cool your mouth, freshen your taste, and sweeten your breath. And chewing Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you fresh and alert. You feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. So indoors, outdoors, at work or play, always keep delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. For refreshment while you work, for enjoyment any time, chew a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum.
From Hollywood, it's time now for John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Chet Graham, Johnny.
Who?
Wake up, boy. Chet Graham, Claims, New York Mutual.
Oh, hi, Chet. How are things?
Bad. Johnny, I have to make a little trip out to the coast on a phony claim. I'll be gone about 4 days, but I need someone to hold down my office while I'm away. Can you do it?
Well, that's not my line, Chet. You know that.
Well, make it your line, Johnny. Somebody has to be here. Look, you can live in my apartment. You can use my tickets to wish you were here. You can even take my girl if you want. New York's swell this time of year.
Can't you get anybody there?
Oh, everybody's got the flu or busy or something.
When do you want to leave for the coast?
I'd like to get out on the noon plane today.
Well, I can be down there by 11.
Good. We'll probably miss each other, but just walk right in the office and make yourself at home. I'll call you from L.A.
Have a good trip. By the way, what does your girl look like?
Even your best dream was never that good.
Just leave her phone number on your desk. John Lund, in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to New York Mutual Underwriters Limited, Rockefeller Center, New York City. Attention, Mr. Chester Graham, Claims and Adjustments. Dear Chet, you probably read some of this in the Los Angeles papers, but they don't have the whole story. Maybe they'll never get it all. I hope not. I found out part of it, stumbled into the rest of it, and I'm trying to forget all of it. The following is an accounting of expenditures during your 4-day absence and my investigation of the James Clayton matter. Expense account item 1, $14.35 transportation Hartford to New York, where, as per your advice, I walked in your office, sat down, and made myself at home. And where, 15 minutes later, I had a caller.
Mr. Dollar, is it?
That's right.
The girl at the reception desk said Mr. Graham was out of town and that you were taking his place.
Yes.
Please sit down.
Well, thank you, but I don't have time. I'm Miss Stebbins, Dr. James Clayton's nurse. He asked me to see you.
I see.
He gave me these policy numbers. He said that your company wrote these policies and that he'd like to talk to one of you.
Well, certainly, Miss Stebbins. He can come by anytime.
No, you don't understand. Dr. Clayton can't get away from the office. We're terribly rushed, and I really should be getting back myself. He's there all alone.
Well, do you know what it's about, Miss Stebbins?
No. The doctor's been acting strangely all day. He had me cancel all of his outside calls, and then he sent me here. He said to explain that it was very urgent. I'm very concerned for him.
The tall, pale brunette girl in the crisply starched uniform and cape was certainly concerned about something. She bit her lip, forced out a wan, unprofessional smile, and started to cry. I pretended not to notice all this as we got on the elevator and went down into the street. However, 10 minutes later, when we arrived at a suite of offices in the Pelroy building, I had to notice Dr. James Clayton. He met us at the door. Most of his costume was medically correct. White coat and carrying a stethoscope in one hand. But in the other, he brandished a .32 Ivor Johnson. The safety was off.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, doctor. This is Mr. Dollar from the insurance office.
Claims investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Jane, this would be a good time for you to get some lunch, don't you think?
Well, doctor, I have all of those lab reports to
No,
write.
go ahead, Janie. Like a good girl, I want to speak with Mr. Dollar alone.
Of course, doctor, if you say so. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
Goodbye.
Come in, Mr. Dollar. Sit down. Very fine girl, Jane. She's worked for me a long time. Very fine.
Do you always meet her at the door with firearms, Doctor?
Oh, this. Well, all I can say is this is a ridiculous mess. My life's been threatened by a man who has definite homicidal tendencies. This, I don't even know how to load it. I look foolish, I suppose.
A threat on your life, Doctor, comes under the heading of police business.
I know that very well. And I would go directly to the police, only... Well, it is a delicate matter. You seem dubious already.
No, just curious. Go on, please.
Well, several months ago, I attended a patient named Florence Harmon. A thorough examination disclosed that her poor physical condition wasn't based on any organic disorder, but rather upon an emotional instability. Now, this, I finally discovered, was brought about by her marriage to an erratic, ruthless, ill-tempered man, Benjamin Harmon. I could only advise that she divorce him immediately.
Well, that's somewhat extreme, Doctor. Are you always certain of advice like that?
Well, in this case, there's no other answer. I approached Mr. Harmon on the subject last night at his home. I explained that Mrs. Harmon's health, her very life, is in jeopardy. And more's involved here than keeping intact a union which has nothing but legality as a binding force.
I see. But Mr. Harmon doesn't care for semantics, huh?
He attacked me. If it hadn't been for the assistance of Mrs. Harmon and a servant, he might have choked me to death. When I left, he threatened me.
Then you should have called the police.
Yes, I thought of that. But look, if you approached Harmon in the right manner, Dollar, he might discard his ideas of violence.
Well, you're the expert on homicidal tendencies, but best thing I can see for you is to prefer assault charges and have him locked up.
I know all that, but it's for Mrs. Harmon's sake. Please understand, she's been through a shattering ordeal. Look, Mr. Dollar, would you go see him and talk to him? If you think he means it, really, then I'll call the police and prefer charges against him.
The Harmon residence was in Westchester. A story-and-a-half colonial with all the trimmings. There was a 51 Cadillac in the open garage and a 52 Ford station wagon in front of the house.
Yes?
This one didn't have a white coat or stethoscope, but he had a gun.
What is it?
Mr. Harmon?
I'm Harmon. What do you want?
Mr. Harmon, my name is Dollar. And
Dollar, huh? Get out of my way! Oh!
Here, Mr. Dollar. Drink this. Easy now.
Oh.
Take it, please. Oh, you had quite a blow. Try a little more. It should make you feel better.
What was...
Who? Oh, you can bring suit against him, against us. You can do anything you want to, Mr. Dollar. He's just ungovernable. He could easily have killed you.
You, Mrs. Harmon?
Yes.
Your husband think I was the Iceman?
Oh, I don't know what he thought. I just heard him yell at you, and when I came to the door, you were lying there, and he'd taken the station wagon and left. Why, last night he even attacked my personal physician and threatened to kill him. I don't know what's gotten into him. You'd better sit down.
It's getting better. Where'd he go?
Heaven only knows. Mad. That's what he is, Mr. Dollar. Mad. He's liable to do anything. I'm scared. I'm scared stiff.
I called Dr. Clayton, who promised to notify the police. It was about 5:45 when I got back to his office. A broad-shouldered man in a tweed suit was in the reception room.
Hi. You Dr. Clayton?
No. Hey, don't I know you?
I was thinking the same about you. Wait, Dollar?
Yeah.
Tom Bassman, Central Division.
Oh, sure. How are you, Tom?
Fine. Hey, you must be the one.
What?
This Dr. Clayton called downtown about a threat, said his insurance company had advised him to report it.
That's right.
Well, where is he?
Well, he should be here, Tom. What's his nurse say?
I rang the buzzer, no one around at all. What's this all about?
A man named Benjamin Harmon's threatened the doctor's life. I met him myself. He's carrying a gun, and he looked dangerous to me. I just came from his house.
He's still there?
No.
I better phone in and get a pickup out on him. When the doctor shows up, I'll get a complaint. Oh, hello.
Hello. Why, Mr. Dollar.
Hello, Miss Stebbins.
Is Dr. Clayton here?
This is Sergeant Bassman. We want to see him ourselves.
You're a police officer?
That's right, miss.
I heard him talking to you on the phone. Is anything the matter?
Just want to see him.
Well, goodness, he sent me out to pick up these things. He was here when I left. Oh.
What?
Perhaps he had an emergency.
Well, is there any way we can find out?
Well, if he had one, it would be right here on the pad, because I always have to know. Oh. That's funny.
What?
He's on an emergency call, 1213 Alessandro Street.
Can I see that, please?
Uh-huh.
There's no name on this, Miss Stebbins. Do you recognize the address at all?
No, I don't. The doctor just wouldn't take a random emergency call unless it were very unusual.
This might be unusual. Dollar, how bad off did you think Harmon was?
Mad. Had a gun. Cracked me. Plenty rough.
Well, this is in the warehouse district.
Think we better go down there?
I think so. Wait.
What?
1213. How would it have to be that vacant lot over there? This one's 1240, and the rest belong to that warehouse.
Yeah. Tom. That car. MD on the license plate?
Yeah. It might be Clayton's.
Yeah.
It's Clayton's car, all right.
He must be around here somewhere looking for 1213.
Yeah. Well, let's have a peek.
Tom.
I see. He's had it. Is it Clayton?
Yeah, that's him.
Some emergency this was.
Yeah.
We'll return to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. On weekends, it seems everybody takes his car out on the highways. Some drivers are less experienced than others. They either speed or poke along with a whole stream of cars behind them. Both types are a menace to safety. Whatever you do, be moderate, be obedient to all traffic laws. Be careful, use your head, and don't take chances. Now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
An hour of questioning in the neighborhood turned up two people who recalled hearing the shots. And one man remembered seeing a man who answered Benjamin Harmon's description loitering in the vicinity of a nearby bar earlier in the evening. Obviously, Dr. Clayton had been lured to his death by the murderer who had telephoned him, pretended to need a physician, waited till the victim appeared, and then shot him down. Expense account item 3, $11.65. A good dinner, 3 martinis, tip, and thinking at Toots Shores. After which, I strolled over to the Pelroy building. Expense account item 4, $5 even. Bribed watchman.
I shouldn't be doing this, you know. Might lose my job over it.
I appreciate it.
But since you're from the insurance company, I guess you're all right.
Just looking around is all.
Too bad about the doctor. Nice fellow.
Very.
What do you think you'll find? A policeman been here till almost an hour ago, poking around.
You know if they found anything?
Sure.
Well, what?
Doctor's emergency kit. Heard him say he didn't take it with him when he went out on that emergency. Don't be too long.
The business about the emergency kit started me thinking. I opened Clayton's file drawer and skimmed through every patient's name from Abbott to Zabrowski. He'd been a thorough man, and from all evidences operated an efficient medical office. However, he had no medical history in his files on Florence Harmon. There was nothing to indicate that she had ever been a patient of his. On the other hand, there was an entry a year before which showed that he had examined, treated, and discharged Benjamin Harmon as a patient. I think these 2 developments supplied me with all of the curiosity I needed for a while. Nurse Jane Stebbins' home address was duly noted on Dr. Clayton's phone book. Oakdale House. Surprisingly enough, on Oak Street. Special rates for nurses, room 210.
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
How do you feel?
Not too good, Mr. Dollar. I just got home a little while ago. They kept me down there pretty long. Do you want to come in?
Thanks. I don't want to keep you up.
It isn't much of a place, is it? I mean, I haven't straightened it up for days, it seems. I'm sorry.
Things like this aren't easy. I know. Don't apologize to me.
Sit down, Mr. Dollar. Have they caught Mr. Harmon yet?
No, not yet. Miss Stebbins, you worked for Dr. Clayton a long while, didn't you?
5 years.
Then you should be able to tell me who he was going to marry.
Marry? Well, I didn't know. I have no idea.
He'd already made arrangements for a honeymoon.
Honeymoon?
Look, reservations on the Ile de France for next April. I found them in his desk drawer. Confirmed to Dr. and Mrs. James Clayton. Well?
What difference does it make?
I don't know. Seems strange that you've been with him for such a long time and didn't know about this. Or did you? All right. What about Mrs. Harmon?
Well...
Look, Miss Stebbins, things are wrong all the way down the line about your doctor's death, about what happened before it. It'll come out sooner or later.
I suppose it will. It's awful to say this, Mr. Dollar, but Mrs. Harmon was the only one Dr. Clayton saw socially. And she, of course, is married.
Of course. And the good doctor advised her to get a divorce. You meet her when Mr. Harmon was a patient of his?
Yes, that's right. They became friendly.
But Mrs. Harmon was never a patient.
No, never, just her husband.
What can you tell me about Mr. Harmon?
Well, really, all I know is he came in to see Dr. Clayton a few times. Over a year ago, I guess. Then after he saw what was happening between Mrs. Harmon and Dr. Clayton, he stopped coming in. I sent a copy of his medical history to another doctor.
But Dr. Clayton had been seeing Mrs. Harmon all this time.
It's awful to say this now, Mr. Dollar. Doctor's dead. I'm no moralist. We're all human. It's happened before. Married people have been attracted by others. I'm tired, Mr. Dollar.
Sure. Do you have any idea why I was called in today?
At first, I didn't. Well, of course, it happened. The police told me about Mr. Harmon's threats. But I don't understand what you're trying to do. The police want Mr. Harmon, and what does it all mean?
It means the wrong man was killed.
Please, Mr. Dollar.
I should have tumbled to it right away, but your husband fit the part too well.
Now, look here. I've been through quite enough today with the police looking for Ben. I don't have...
You and Clayton. I was going to be the star witness when the state tried him for shooting your husband. Whatever I said as a material witness would back up his self-defense plea and get him off on a justifiable homicide. Isn't that it?
I tell you, I won't listen.
And you and the doctor would sail to France and live happily ever after. What's the matter? Wouldn't your husband give you a divorce?
You won't listen. Go ahead. If you say it's that way, Mr. Dollar, and you know everything, I know you know everything, then it must be that way.
Yeah, only it got fouled up. Your husband did shoot your doctor boyfriend after all.
Get out of here. Get out of my house. You can't prove anything.
You're right, Mrs. Harmon. I can't prove anything. Not a thing. They catch your husband and they'll put him away for it. But you have something to live with for the rest of your life. Or maybe you didn't really love your doctor after all.
Get out! Get out! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
What? Well, that's it, Sergeant. I want to know if people can really get by with this kind of thing in our courts of law. If and when you pick up Benjamin Harmon, will he have any kind of defense?
Oh, we'll get him, Dollar. The others I can't answer. What you just told me is really a thing. I don't see how any lawyer can do much for a guy who threatens another man's life and finally guns him down, do you?
Supposing I could prove that Harmon was being set up as a patsy, that the doctor was really supposed to gun him down and plead self-defense.
Up to the judge and the jury. When we get Harmon, he'll be arraigned and indicted on first-degree murder charges. Don't worry about that. And if it goes that far, it generally means he'll get the works. After all, we're pretty sure he shot and killed the doctor.
Hang up, Dollar.
Huh?
You still there, Dollar?
Hang up or I'll blow your head off.
Benjamin Harmon wasn't kidding. He was blazing mad. He had a gun, and I knew he wasn't afraid to use it.
I was across the street when you left my place a little while ago. Fixing up another deal, were you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Harmon.
I followed you here so we could have this talk. And we're going to have it, you and I.
You ought to put that gun away and let them take you. They'll shoot you down if they see you.
Nobody's going to shoot me down, not yet. Now, where's your office?
Hartford, Connecticut.
I mean here. Where do you practice here? Come on.
I don't practice anything here. My office is in Hartford. This apartment belongs to a friend of mine. I'm standing in for him here while he's out of town.
Where's his office?
New York Mutual Liability.
I mean his law office. I want to get down there and see how much...
Hold on now. I'm not a lawyer. My friend's not a lawyer. We're insurance investigators.
Where's the office?
I tell you, we...
Listen. Clayton called me this morning and said a lawyer named Dollar was on his way over to talk to me about divorcing Florence.
If you hadn't started swinging that gun butt around, I'd have told you why I was there. I think I know why Clayton called you and told you that, but I don't...
You and he were trying to pull something to take my wife away from me. I know that much.
You're wrong, Harmon. I didn't know anything about that.
Nobody takes my wife away from me.
Now, that's the kind of temper that got you in all the trouble you're in. Look, you can shoot me here and I'll be number 2. But they'll get you real easy here.
You know I didn't kill Clayton?
How do I know you didn't kill him? You threatened him. Half a dozen people heard you threaten him. I have an idea why you did it, and you might have been right, but murder for any reason...
Shut up! You're in on it somewhere. You know who did kill him, and you're going to clear me or I'll whip it out of you, Dollar. I'll whip it out of you!
Why, you crazy... You... All right. Here. Try this. Go on. I'm tired of fooling with you. Now get on your feet. Well, you got one point in your favor. This gun hasn't been fired. Do you have another one?
No.
Here, take another drink. Now, you have a chance to talk to me right now. I don't think the police will be interested in much you have to say.
I wanted to kill Clayton, but I didn't. I didn't. Nobody will believe that. I know I've got a temper, and I've tried to control it, but I didn't kill him.
I'm not impressed with that. I want facts. Where were you when Clayton was shot?
How do I know? I didn't know what time he was shot.
Say between 5 and 6 today.
I was out getting mad. Fried.
Where? Who saw you?
No. After we met, I was so sore, I jumped in the car and went out and bought myself a jug. I know it sounds crazy, but I spent most of the time just sitting in the car down by the docks, just drinking and thinking and getting mad. I don't know what it was. I don't know when I walked over to the saloon, phoned Clayton. I told him I was on Alessandro Street and to come on down. I wanted to have a showdown.
You mean you wanted him to come down so you could kill him?
Maybe I did have that on my mind. I don't know. I waited an hour or so, but he never showed up. When I called back at his office, nobody answered. So I climbed back in my car, and that's where I heard about my being wanted for killing him. It was on the newscast. I didn't do it, Dollar. I swear I didn't. The others I knew about, and I didn't kill them.
What others?
Florence always had other friends. I guess I don't love her anymore, but I don't know. Maybe I hate her for all of it. When a man doesn't let part of his life walk away from him, I wouldn't give her a divorce. If I had let her get away with it, it would have been too much for me to hold.
Even though you didn't love her and you knew she didn't love you?
Yes.
That sounds stupid.
Maybe. I loved her once. She loved me the way two people only love at certain times.
Hell, no sense yet.
I'm not well, Dollar. Clayton gave me a year. Another doctor, 18 months. Finished anemia. The two of them could have waited at least till I was dead, couldn't they? Couldn't they?
I found some sleeping pills in your medicine cabinet, and I fed him a couple with some hot cocoa. He dropped off to sleep in your bed while I made some phone calls, confirming what he just told me. Expense account item 5, taxi fare, $4.05 back to Oak Street, to Oakdale House. Special rates for nurses.
I thought you'd be back. I'm glad it's you. I think somehow you're the kind of man who understands things.
I'll be a good listener. Go ahead.
When I first started as his nurse, I fell in love with him. I guess it's an old story. Terribly old and corny. But then he met her. I heard him tell you all those lies today about treating Mrs. Harmon. I was out in the hall. Didn't have any idea exactly what he intended to do until I heard him call Mr. Harmon right after you left. He told him you were a lawyer.
He knew Harmon was upset enough to attack me.
Doctor was very good about knowing what people would do. I was here when Mr. Harmon called him tonight. Doctor took the call and wrote it down on the pad. I saw him put the gun inside his coat, and I knew he was going down there to shoot Mr. Harmon. So I followed him. He was walking around in the dark looking for Mr. Harmon with a gun in his hand. I ran up to him and pleaded with him not to be crazy, that she wasn't worth it. Then he said he was going to kill me, too. We struggled and the gun went off I don't know how many times. Then I came back here and pretended I'd been down at the drugstore.
I see. What's your first name?
Jane.
Jane, Dr. Clayton made all sorts of elaborate plans so he'd have a self-defense plea. But you don't have to go to all that trouble. You can prove self-defense. He had the gun. He was going to use it on you.
I beg your pardon?
I can help you, Jane. It'd go second degree or manslaughter, suspended. You didn't mean to shoot him, but he meant to shoot you.
No. You're nice. But I can't get off.
What?
I guess they haven't found her yet. I killed Mrs. Harmon an hour ago.
Expense account item 6, same as 1, transportation back to Hartford. I didn't spend any other money, Chet. I didn't meet your girl, and I didn't see the musical. I didn't go anyplace. I just sat in your office and looked at the walls for the next 3 days. I'm leaving this where you'll see it when you come in tomorrow morning. Settle up and don't call me for a long time. A long, long time, if you call at all. Expense account total, $56.35. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
This is Peter Hardy at Tri-Western Property and Casualty Insurance.
Hi, how are things at the Golden West? You still in Reno?
Sure am.
Good boy. What goes, Pete?
A little trouble with a big dairy farm out here, Johnny. Armenian Dairies.
Okay, Pete, tell me all.
A year and a half ago in a fire, Armenian lost one of his silos. You know, one of those big towers where they store and cure a lot of chopped up corn and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Cost us $21,000.
$21,000 for a silo?
This time it's a compound silo, and the claim is for $56,000.
Oh.
But I don't want to pay it.
I don't blame you.
Sure, because, Johnny, I think it was arson.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-Western Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Reno, Nevada office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the doubtful dairy matter. Expense account item 1, $141.20. Transportation and incidentals, Hartford to Reno, Nevada. It was about 9 a.m. when I arrived, so I checked into the Mapes Hotel, then walked over to Pete Hardy's office.
Armenian Dairies is just north of here, Johnny, in Warm Springs Valley off Route 33.
Well, then I'd better rent me a car.
Or you can use mine.
Now, Pete. How can I run up my expense account unless I have something to run it up with?
Johnny, for once... Anyhow, the reason why these silos Armenian has are so expensive...
Is that the owner's name, by the way?
Yes, Aram Armenian.
And I take it he's Armenian?
Strangely enough, no. Now, he's had all his silos very specially built.
Oh, how specially can you build a silo? Just a concrete base, a lot of long wooden staves to get the circular shape, and a good roof on top.
Well, he has some trick with them inside.
Like what?
That's his deep, dark secret. But he claims it makes better silage for his cattle than is possible anywhere else in the world.
And one of these things burned up a year and a half ago.
The word exploded best describes it. Yeah. And as I said, cost us $21,000.
And now the replacement has gone up in flames.
Yes, day before yesterday. He filed the claim the same day.
Well, why do you suspect arson? Did the local authorities find anything suspicious?
No, but you go out and talk with Armenian, Johnny. And if you don't end up with the same kind of feeling I have, well, I'll leave my shirt.
Expense account item 2, $50, deposit on a drive-your-own car. Finding the Armenian Dairy and Ranch some 20 miles north of the city was easy. It was spread out all over the countryside. Hundreds of acres of well-irrigated, lush green pastures. Square in the middle of the ranch sat one of the cleanest, most modern dairies I ever saw. Aram Armenian gave me the grand tour, and I must say I was impressed. There was close to 200 well-kept Guernseys in the main barn, which was clean as a whistle. The milking machines, coolers, separators, clarifiers, and so on were the same. Yep, a prosperous-looking setup. Finally, Mr. Armenian took me out to where a small group of workmen were cleaning up what was left of his compound silo.
As you can see, Mr. Dollar, only the concrete base is left.
That must have been a pretty big silo, Mr. Armenian.
Yes, the largest and most efficient in the entire West.
Still, $56,000.
Oh, the size had nothing to do with that. It was the inner construction, known only to Barnwell, the man who built it for me, and to myself, of course.
Well, what was so special about it?
Principally a method of venting.
Venting?
Yes, it increases the phosphorus and lactic acid content.
Well, I thought the point in the silo was to keep it pretty well sealed up.
Venting within, Mr. Dollar. But that's all I'll tell you about it. It cost me $56,000 to have Barnwell build it. And I wish the company to pay my claim as quickly as possible, because I'm starting construction on a new one immediately.
Of the same type?
Oh, vastly improved type.
Oh, then it was to your advantage to lose the old one.
Just what do you mean by that?
Your loss came at just the right time, didn't it?
Now, just a minute, Dollar.
With the insurance money, you can build a new and better one. And when it gets out of date, I suppose you'll have another fire.
Oh, I see. You think perhaps these last two were deliberately set?
Were they?
Ridiculous.
Is it?
But if they were...
Yeah?
If they were, I certainly wouldn't know it.
Oh, come on now. After what you've just said.
And what's more, Mr. Dollar, I'm sure you'll never be able to prove it.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
We sometimes wonder, what is the life of a human being really worth? Not too much? Or maybe a great deal? Does it depend on whose life it is? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. Fred Hargesheimer, since World War II, has felt that his life is worth quite a lot of gratitude. During the war in the Pacific, about June of 1943, Lieutenant Hargesheimer had his P-38 fighter plane shot out of the sky. Badly wounded, he bailed out over a tiny island, New Britain. It looked pretty small from where he hit the silk, but he found it much bigger when he hit the ground. It was bigger, and in complete control of the enemy. But Hargesheimer was lucky. After a month of lonely hiding, he was found by a group of friendly natives from the village of Nantambu. They cared for him and successfully hid him from enemy patrols for the next 4 months at the risk of their own lives. Then Hargesheimer was able to make it back to civilization. For the next 17 years, Fred Hargesheimer thought about those wonderful people of Nantambu. 12,000 miles away in the United States of America, Hargesheimer put a great plan into effect. He made speeches, took up collections, sold jewelry belonging to his family, and worked out a way to bring a bit of civilization and happiness to the little village of Nantambu. Needless to say, the villagers gave him a spectacular welcome upon his return. Fred Hargesheimer showed his gratitude to the people who had saved his life. But life is worth little without freedom, the right of all men, everywhere.
And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Doubtful Dairy Matter.
Why, what he said and the way he said it. Aram Aminian was practically challenging me to find out how arson was involved in the destruction of his $56,000 secretly constructed compound silo. Expense account item 3 phone call from a gas station on Highway 33 to Reno Police Headquarters. But Lieutenant Brady of the arson squad assured me he'd failed to find anything indicating the fire was set. So dead end. Until I remembered a little trick that had worked for me before and might work again. Item 4, 27 cents for a loaf of white bread at a grocery store along the highway. Then I drove back to the Aminian Ranch.
If I'd known you were hungry, Mr. Dollar, I should have had something provided for you at the ranch house, in spite of your rather nasty attitude about this loss of mine.
Food is the last thing I'm thinking of, Mr. Aminian.
Well, then why this loaf of bread, if you're not... Whoop!
Now, let's see.
Oh, now, surely you're not going to eat the piece that dropped in the ashes.
No. No.
Well, then get it out of your mouth, man.
Well, mm-hmm.
Whatever in the world are you doing, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, I knew it.
You knew what?
A sure test for kerosene, Mr. Aminian.
What?
Yeah, fresh bread, dropped in the ashes of a fire even days after the fire is out.
I don't understand.
I can still taste the kerosene. And, mister, it makes things look pretty bad for you.
Me? Oh, good heavens, man, you can't... Dollar, I resent this completely unfounded accusation.
Go right ahead and resent. Or better still, let me get hold of a stenographer and you can dictate a confession.
Get out of here.
Want to do it the hard way, huh?
Get off this ranch, Dollar. Now leave. Immediately.
Sure.
And I warn you, don't come back. Because if you do...
Better be careful, Mr. Aminian. The kind of a threat you're about to make wouldn't sound very good in court.
Get out. Get out.
Out on the highway, I stopped at the mobile gas station again and made another phone call. Item 5, another 20 cents. It was to my old friend Herb Carlbert, cashier of Reno's Farm Trade National Bank. It was past closing time, but he promised to leave a door open for me. So I grabbed a sandwich and a Coke along the way. That's item 6, 80 cents, including tip. Then at the bank, Herb led me back to his private office.
Oh, sit down, Johnny. Tell me all about yourself.
Yeah, later, Herb. We'll go out on the town and talk our heads off. Right now, I need some information. I hope you can tell me where to get it.
Oh? Information about what?
The Armenian Dairy, or better still, Armenian himself. You know him?
Oh, I certainly do. We're his bank. His happens to be one of the best accounts we have, especially in our investment department.
You mean it's big?
Plenty big.
Like how much?
Well, now, Johnny, I'll tell you this. If I had a quarter of his net worth, I'd have retired long ago.
No big outstanding debts on his place? Anything like that?
Not a penny. Aram's financial condition is as... Now, wait a minute.
Yeah?
That fire and explosion of his compound silo?
Yeah, that's right. Herb, I've found evidence indicating arson.
Well, certainly aren't accusing him.
Who else?
Oh, no, you're wrong.
Oh, now look, Herb, he filed that claim so fast.
It's the most natural thing in the world for him. It's the way he does everything, like paying his bills immediately on receipt. He works that way. You expect everybody else to.
Well, he gave me the impression he wanted to collect quickly in order to have money for rebuilding.
Of course. Rather than cash in some of his blue chip investments.
Herb, somebody fired that silo.
Well, it certainly wouldn't be Aram.
You sound like you're in cahoots with him. What about his employees? From my impression of the man,
They love him like a father. Every one of them. And if every employer was as generous as he is, there wouldn't be any labor troubles in this country.
Well, the fact remains that somebody somehow stood to profit by destroying that silo, and the one before it.
Well, I can't imagine who. Even his competitors like and respect the man.
Or so they say.
No, they do. He's helped them stay on their feet during hard times, developed new ideas and methods, then passed them on to them.
Oh, the fact remains...
Look, Johnny, I've had a rough day. How about a nice, cool, casual drink? Then we'll have dinner and take in the town.
Item 7, 2130, for drinks and a good dinner back at the Mapes. But I didn't enjoy either. Because Herb in his defense of Armenian was no help at all. Except perhaps for giving me a list of all the people he could think of who did business with him. I decided to check them all first thing in the morning. Finally, about midnight, having lost our share at a couple of nearby gambling clubs, we parted. Herb drove away to his home on the outskirts of town. I went back to the Mapes.
Take Mr. and Mrs. Kenworthy to room 314, boy. Yes, sir. What can... Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Just my key, please.
Certainly, sir. Here you are, sir. And I hope you enjoy a pleasant night's rest.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, there was a gentleman here looking for you early this evening. Hung around quite a while. Said he'd be back.
Well, who was he?
He didn't give his name, sir, nor did he wish to leave a message.
Mr. Armenian?
Mr. Armenian the dairyman? Oh, no, sir. I'm quite sure.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah?
There he is. There.
Huh?
Going out the door, the dark brown coat.
You're sure?
Yes, sir. The same man. I wonder.
Yeah, so do I.
But if he knows you, sir, and saw you, sir...
By the time I got out the front door, the man in the brown coat was halfway down the block and walking fast. Faster and faster, as a matter of fact, as I gained on him. He turned the corner, and by this time, both of us were running. Hey! Hey! Were you looking for me? By the end of 3 or 4 blocks, it was a real foot race. Then suddenly he turned into an alley, and like a darn fool, I plunged into the darkness of it after him. Hey! Hey!
Right here.
Oh, no, you...
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. New Hampshire state flag carries its state seal on a field of dark blue. The seal is surrounded by a wreath of laurel leaves, the symbol of peace, interspersed with 9 stars because New Hampshire was the 9th state to join the Union. The heart of the state seal is a representation of the frigate Raleigh, recalling the glory of the early days of sail. New Hampshire state flag, the flag of the 9th state to enter the Union, was adopted on April 29, 1931.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the doubtful dairy matters.
it hadn't been for a big interstate moving van that drove into the alley where I'd been waylaid, well, I have a strong hunch I wasn't supposed to have lived through that beating. The truck driver, who absolutely refused a tip, incidentally, half walked, half carried me back to the Mapes. And the desk clerk had a doctor in my room within a few minutes.
A terrible thing, Mr. Dollar. You're being attacked like this. And, of course, I'll have to make a report of it to the police.
Oh, do anything you like, Doctor. Just get me patched up, will you?
And you, easy now. You have no idea who could have done this to you.
Believe me, I intend to find out.
Judging by this swollen hand of yours, you got in some good licks, though, and whoever...
What's the matter?
Well, this is a very unusual ring you're wearing.
Oh, some kids in the YMCA gave it to me a couple of years ago. I helped them with the softball team.
Oh, yes, of course. That's the Y insignia.
Yeah, one of them made it.
And the 3 raised points stand for spirit, body, and mind.
Yeah, that's right. Well, now, if you just... Oh, wait, what's that for?
To make sure you get plenty of rest.
Oh, no,
now,
wait, Doc.
I'm the doctor. Roll up your sleeve, please. Here, I'll do it.
Look, if this shot leaves me groggy in the morning...
You'll wake up feeling fine. There you are. Incidentally, that ring...
Listen, before you notify the police... Ooh, hey, this shot works pretty fast.
Yep. As I started to say, if that ring of yours didn't leave a mark on whomever you defended yourself against out there in the alley, I'll be very much surprised.
In a few seconds, I was out like a light. But then a whole set of weird dreams began to plague my somewhat battered mind. And questions about who had attacked me and why. Only the why was only too obvious to keep me from finding an arsonist who... who probably bore the mark of my ring on his kisser. I thought of the names Herb had given me and his insistence that none of them could be guilty. Wait a minute. There was one name he hadn't mentioned, but Armenian had, of one man who stood to gain a lot by the destruction of the silos. Or maybe it was just a crazy hunch, part of the wild dreams that came from the beating I'd taken. In any event, in the morning, as soon as the bank was open, I was in Herb Carlbert's office again.
Well, yes, he has an account here, too, Johnny. At least he did before.
How about loans? Has this man we're talking about taken out any loans?
Well, yes, but, Johnny, you know I can't...
Yeah, I know. The fact remains he's pretty hard up for dough, isn't he?
Well, I didn't say that. Although, of course, if that's the conclusion you choose to draw...
Tell me this. He owes the bank money now, doesn't he?
Yes.
All right. Did he also owe the bank a lot of money about a year and a half ago?
Johnny.
Yeah. Well?
Johnny, you're right. But who would have suspected? And when you consider that Aram Armenian is the one man who has given him money for all the work he's... Well, I can't believe it.
Herb, it started out as a pure hunch, but right now I'd bet my... Where can I find him?
Well, if Aram plans to go ahead with new construction, he's probably...
Sure, out there at the dairy. You want to come along?
Well, maybe I'd better after the way Aram threatened you.
I guess I owe him an apology for the way I tore into him. Let's go.
Johnny.
Yeah?
What if we're wrong? What if this man we think is the arsonist...
Will you agree that the firebug is the same man who attacked me in the alley?
Well, I suppose so.
Then we'll soon know. Because believe me, he's a marked man. We made the Armenian dairy in 30 minutes flat, and we're told at the gate that Aram Armenian was in the pasteurizing plant.
Maybe you better let me talk to Aram first, Johnny.
It's not Aram that I'm interested in, Herb, and you know it. Hold just a minute.
Huh? What's the matter?
Hold it a second, will you, while I tie my shoelace?
Yeah, sure. And I've been thinking, Johnny, on the way out, you know, we could really be terribly, terribly wrong.
Herbert, old man.
Aram, we're just looking for you.
Well, when I heard the car pull up, I thought it was Joe Barnwell. He's due here to show me final plans for the new silo he's going to. Well, Mr. Dollar.
That's right, Mr. Armenian. I want to apologize for...
Well, what's the matter?
That dressing on your cheek.
What about it?
Just what is that little bandage hiding?
Johnny.
Well, Armenian?
As a matter of fact, I cut myself shaving this morning.
Well, I'm sorry, mister, but that bandage is going to have to come off.
Look, Johnny.
Now, just a minute, Dollar.
Here you are, Aram. Here's the final blueprint for it.
Why,
What's wrong, Joe? Gentlemen, this is Mr. Joseph Barnwell, Herb Carlbert.
We know each other.
And Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Yeah. I think we know each other, too, Barnwell.
Oh, do we? Joe, did you have an accident of some sort? Your face.
What's going to happen to him now won't be any accident, Mr. Armenian. And I apologize for doubting that you cut yourself with a razor.
What? I'm afraid I don't understand.
But that bandage on your face doesn't hide any razor cut, does it, Barnwell?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, then let's rip it off.
You certainly won't. Good heavens, Johnny.
Yeah, look. The mark from the ring on my hand where I struck him last night. Okay, Barnwell.
Now stop. Don't touch me.
Start talking. Tell Armenian how you burned up his fancy, expensive silo so you could build another one. How you burned the other one up. Talk.
I swear I...
Talk. 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 Yeah, he talked all right, plenty. About a racket so old I hadn't heard of it in years. The crooked builder who burned out his own clients to get himself more work. And in this case, a natural, because he was the only one who shared Aram's secret construction plans. And by the time I was through with him, he blabbed about some of the other clients he'd taken the same way. Expense account total, including incidentals and the trip back to Hartford, $418 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star, Bob Bailey, will return in just a moment to give you a hint about what's in store for you on next week's program. Meantime, listen carefully.
There is a biblical verse which promises life is going to be better for everybody in the world when mercy and truth are met together and righteousness and peace have kissed each other. When the people of the United States of America express that thought, it is not in idleness, but in deeds. Today, it is common knowledge that when the gigantic earthquakes and tidal waves struck the Republic of Chile in South America not too long ago, thousands of lives were lost and tens of thousands were left homeless, hungry, and suffering. Immediate aid in the form of food, medicine, clothing, supplies, and professional and technical help were flown to Chile by the United States Air Force in a Mercy airlift. When the work was done and the suffering people made happier and more comfortable, American servicemen received such grateful thanks from the people of Chile that they felt increased pride in being able to wear the uniform of the United States of America. This same pride has come to other Americans in uniform when mercy and truth have come together to follow the wake of disaster in other parts of the world. After the earthquake in Agadir, Morocco, after 2 devastating cyclones swept across the Bay of Bengal into East Pakistan, after a typhoon rocked and battered Japan. As mercy and truth got together, so did peace and righteousness to form a pact for freedom, the right of all men everywhere.
And now, here's our star to tell you about next week's intriguing story on yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Next week, well, I get into cattle country again. And a Hereford steer solves the case for me. So join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Paul Duboff, Will Wright, John Daner, Harry Bartell, Parley Bear, and Forrest Lewis. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Dave Lawler, Johnny, over at Surety Mutual and Trust Company.
Oh, hi, Dave. Long time.
Yeah, I know. Listen, do you own a pair of dark sunglasses and some real loud sports shirts?
Mine are so loud I have to keep them in a soundproof drawer.
Great. But where you'll be at this time tomorrow, nobody will give them a second look.
Oh? Like where?
Well, according to the travel folders, it's, quote, the land where the summer spends the winter, unquote. In other words...
Palm Springs, California. Dave, you're on.
Good.
But don't forget, This could be pretty expensive for your company.
Oh, more than you know, Johnny. 75,000 hard cash.
Oui.
Unless you're able to prove the bracelet Dan Galloway gave to his child bride wasn't really stolen.
For a trip to Palm Springs at this time of year, I think I could prove anything.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Surety Mutual and Trust Company, Franklin Building, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the suntan oil matter. Expense account item 1, $197.40. Airline fare and incidentals, Hartford to Palm Springs, California. I registered at La Casa de Paz on South Palm Canyon Drive, changed into casual clothes, and sauntered over to police headquarters. Detective Sergeant Lacey was about to leave for lunch, so I went along with him.
Yeah, Dollar. You'd be surprised at how much stuff is lost in this town during the course of just one season.
The report we got says it was stolen, Sergeant.
Oh, sure. But I doubt it.
A $75,000 bracelet, just 5 days old? That'd be a little careless of the lady, wouldn't it?
Well, if you were married to one of the biggest wildcatters in the oil business, maybe you could afford to be careless.
What about Dan Galloway? Didn't you say he was drilling somewhere around here?
About 80 miles south, in the middle of the desert, down by Salton Sea.
Salton Sea. Oh, that's really a big inland lake that lies way down below sea level, isn't it?
Want to bring me a check, Dottie? 245 feet below sea level, Dollar.
There's oil there?
Dan Galloway figures it this way. One of the most successful new fields that's been worked in years is deep under the Gulf of Mexico off the coast of Louisiana. There are a lot of salt domes down there, and underneath them are big pools of oil, millions of barrels. So, why not under the Salton Sea, which is all salt deposits?
Who knows? Maybe he has something. Anybody else drilling down there?
Just Galloway. Who else needs it? I mean, any more than he does.
Well, does he?
All yours, Dottie. How would I know if Galloway needs it? But there has been talk around. You know.
But if he's hard up, how could he afford that fancy bracelet last week?
Yeah, or the snazzy Italian sports car the week before that. I don't know either, Dollar.
What about his wife?
Oh, that Roberta. What a doll. And in 3D, if you know what I mean. How an old coot like him could ever latch onto a pretty little chick like her? Ruff.
I take it Roberta's somewhat younger than her husband.
Oh, not more than 35, 40 years.
Oh, I see. How long have they been married?
2, maybe 3 years. Down in Dallas, I think it was. She's a Texas girl.
Well, is it working out? I mean, are they happy?
There's talk about that, too.
What kind of talk?
Oh, it's really just small-town gossip for the most part. Ever hear of Sonny Wyman?
Wyman? No.
Well, Sonny's around Roberta's age. One of those kids who came up from nothing, but all the time knew exactly where he was going. You know, made a point of meeting the right people, shaking the right hands. Real nice kid, too.
What's he do?
Well, when the season's over here, he works Pasadena, Beverly Hills, and L.A. Always has something that'll intrigue his wealthy friends. This season, it's Italian sports cars. Cosmo Romas, I think they are.
And he's the one who sold the Galloways theirs, huh?
He sold Roberta hers.
Any angle there in connection with the bracelet?
Huh? There is. You let me know.
Well, if there isn't, what have you been working up to?
Well, actually, nothing. You see, I still believe it was lost.
Expense account item 2, $35 for rental of a drive-your-own car. I found the Galloway place about 2 miles out north and east of town. As I parked in the broad U-shaped driveway, I noticed a low, shiny suntan color sports car standing in the shade of a date palm back by the garage. I started over to take a look at it, but the front door of the house opened, a Filipino boy appeared, took my name, and showed me into the living room. Through the solid wall of picture windows, I could see that the whole place was built around a kidney-shaped swimming pool. Mighty inviting. And so was Roberta, Mrs. Galloway, when she stepped into the room a minute or two later.
Hi there, Mr. Dollar. My, it's nice of you to come all the way out here.
Yeah, Sergeant Lacey was right. Roberta was a living doll. 22 or 3, trim, petite, and with a figure that... Well, let's not go into that.
She said it would be more comfortable out on the lanai beside the pool.
I just wish there was something I could tell you about that bracelet that'd help you find it, Mr. Dollar, but, well, just must have been stolen.
Well, it makes no difference insofar as your claim is concerned, Mrs. Galloway. The company will still have to pay up, you know, unless, of course, it's found.
Oh, I know that. How do you go about your investigation? I mean, do you offer a reward or something?
Usually, yes. Of course, it depends on...
How much have they offered for my bracelet?
Well, frankly, I haven't checked on that yet. But now, Mrs.
How
Galloway...
much would you guess, Johnny?
Well, claim this size, probably somewhere between 10 and 30%.
What's the matter, Johnny? Your ear's out a mile.
Nothing. I just thought I heard...
Now, that's funny. I didn't hear a thing.
But I had. Quick footsteps somewhere in the house. Then the door opened and closed. Then a few seconds later, the unmistakable growl of a high-powered engine thundering out through twin straight pipes.
Oh, that. Probably some hot rod fan in the neighborhood just drove by. Aren't they
She prattled on for another hour or so and again asked about possibilities of a reward for her bracelet. But so far as helpful information was concerned, she came up with nothing. So I excused myself and drove back to town. I wanted to talk to the driver of that sports car. I also wanted to check with Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler who had sold the bracelet. I found his shop on Palm Canyon Drive, a small place, but very ultra. As I was about to enter the door...
Hey, Mr. Dollar, got a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. 2 or 3 minutes. And I like your car. Mr. Wyman, isn't it?
That's right. How'd you know?
How'd you know mine?
Yeah, real cloak and dagger stuff, huh? You knew I was out at Berta's house, didn't you?
Well, it seemed pretty obvious when I heard you hot-footed for the door and then heard this pint-sized monster of yours barrel off.
Hey, you wouldn't like to buy a Cosmo Roma, would you? It's a real dilly.
Oh, I'd like nothing better, but I'm out here on a job.
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, you know anything that'll help me?
Not much, I'm afraid. But I'll be glad to tell you anything I can. You going in to see Willie?
Willie?
Yeah, you know, Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler.
I was, yeah. Why? Do you know him?
Know him. I sold him one of these. One exactly like mine. And we're both going to be in the rally they're holding next Sunday. You ever see a good sports car race?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, we'll soon fix that. And look, after you've talked to Willie, if you want to go down to where Dan Galloway is drilling his new well, I'll be glad to give you a lift.
Good idea. But I don't want to take you out of your way.
Oh, not at all. I was going that way anyhow. Besides, I thought it might give us a chance to talk a little.
Sure, why not? Why not? With a name like Wilhoit Van Hook, I expected... Well, I don't know what I expected. As it turned out, he was a smartly dressed chap of about 40, tall and slim, blonde hair and quick blue eyes, an alert mind. I told him why I was in Palm Springs, showed him my credentials, and he immediately offered full cooperation.
Now, here we are, Mr. Dollar. Here's a copy of the appraisal. A duplicate of the statement I sent Dan Galloway. And here's a sketch of the bracelet.
Ah, very good.
Diamonds here, emeralds, and the mounting is yellow gold. Hand-worked, all of it.
Mm-hmm. One thing I can't help wondering about, Mr. Van Hook.
Yes?
Isn't a $75,000 bracelet a bit unusual for a shop in a resort town?
As a matter of fact, it is. As you can see, I specialize in rare and exclusive sort of things. But very little over, say, $10,000 or $12,000.
Then the Galloway bracelet was an exception.
Yes. After Dan told me what he had in mind to give to his wife, I had some sent over from Pasadena and Los Angeles by wholesalers with whom I do business. You know, had them shipped down on consignment. He liked one, and that was that.
I see.
Mr. Dollar, I wouldn't want this to go any farther, of course. But after all, jewelers and insurance companies our businesses are pretty well tied together, at least on occasion.
Yes, unfortunately. But what are you getting at?
I'll tell you. 2 days after the bracelet was delivered, one morning, just as I was opening up, Dan came in here.
So?
He was ill at ease, looked worried. He said he had to have some cash quickly. He asked if I could possibly refund his money.
Oh? Did you?
No, because I couldn't. Things have been rather slow for me this season. Quite frankly, I'd used all I'd made on the bracelet to pay up some old bills. I told him as much and that I was sorry, but I just couldn't help him.
Did Galloway say why he had to have that much cash right away?
Yes.
Well?
I don't know much about oil drilling, But as I understand it, his test well is down some 400 feet further than he'd planned on going. And the day before he came in here, something on his rig had broken loose and left him with a highly expensive repair job before he could proceed any further. Apparently, it was all very serious and very expensive.
Strange his wife didn't seem to be bothered. I just talked to her.
Berta? Believe me, Mr. Dollar, she wouldn't be. In fact, I doubt if she even knows.
Oh?
Figure it out for yourself. A man of nearly 60 who has to give bracelets and fancy cars to his wife to keep up her interest. Well, you'd hardly expect him to tell her that kind of news, now would you?
No, I suppose not. Especially if he's worried about the competition.
And if you ask me, he has competition. If only he could see it.
That suntan and chrome Cosmorama was all Sonny Wyman claimed it was. It purred like a kitten, performed beautifully. But I was more interested at the moment in what Sonny wanted to talk about.
Johnny, I'm going to be perfectly blunt with you.
I'll go along with that.
Out at the house a while ago, I felt pretty foolish when you arrived, and Berta insisted I hide until she could get you out on the lanai.
Did she have any particular reason?
Well, you see, we know that... Well, there's some talk going around about Berta and me.
Any truth in it, Sonny?
A little, I guess. You saw her.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, there's nothing serious between us. It's just that, well, with Dan away so much of the time, we have fun together.
Yeah, sure. Now, what about the bracelet?
You mean who might have stolen it?
That's the general idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. That sound funny to you?
Should it?
Well, after all, Dan and Berta keeping their house open to everybody. People in to swim, play badminton, cocktails, barbecues. I guess half the population of Palm Springs has been there at one time or another. And even if it weren't an invited guest, why, it'd be simple for someone to just sneak in and walk off with it.
Providing, of course, they knew where it was kept.
Well, yeah, someone who was close enough to... Well, yeah, I heard Berta ask you about a reward for it.
You think a big enough reward would turn it up?
I would think so. I understand that stolen jewelry brings about 20 cents on the dollar.
Sometimes it brings 20 cents. Sometimes 20 years.
Well, yeah. Well, I just wondered.
How's the car business doing, Sonny?
Oh, great. It's really one of the reasons I'm driving out this way.
Oh, a prospect? An oil-rich Indian or a well-to-do prairie dog?
Hardly. No, I told you we were having a sports car rally on Sunday. Well, being the promoter, so to speak, I'm going down to check the course. If you're still around, you ought to come.
Oh, maybe I will.
Having some good events, too. Willie Van Hook and I are running a match race. He's quite a bug, you know. And ever since I sold him the twin to this job, he's been working it over. Special carburetor, racing cams, everything.
And no wonder I can't afford this kind of stuff.
Oh, man. You'd be amazed at the amount of money that changes hands on
wait a
some of
minute,
these races.
Sonny. Isn't that an oil rig over there?
Yeah, Dan Galloway's. The rig itself's about 50 feet out in the lake. The shack or office or whatever you want to call it's over the other way. You see? About a quarter of a mile beyond those Joshua trees. I'll drive you over.
He did. There was an old car parked near the shack, so we figured Dan Galloway must be inside. Sonny Wyman dropped me in front of it, then took off in a cloud of dust and exhaust gas. I picked my way between the cactus plants, opened the door without knocking, and barged right in. Mr. Oh,
hello.
No use asking if Mr. Galloway is here. I can see he isn't.
No, he isn't.
Is it all right if I wait? I'm Johnny Dollar.
I'm Mrs. Galloway, Mr. Dollar.
Huh?
Hell, that is, I'm the first Mrs. Galloway. The former. The one who scrimped and saved while Dan was booming around every oil field all over the country trying to make his score. I'm the forgotten Mrs. Galloway.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Are you expecting him back soon?
Who knows? I've been waiting here 3 hours. But I'll wait 3 days if I have to. Promises, that's all, promises.
What do you mean, Mrs. Galloway?
After working to help him the way I did for all those years, and then to be tossed over for somebody else who never did a lick of work in her life. Oh, sure. Give me anything I want if I let him free. So what have I got? Promises.
Well, I'm sorry. But getting all upset is going to help.
Well, wouldn't you be upset if you had more than $18,000 in back alimony coming to you? And with them living like royalty?
Oh, I see.
Well, he's not going to keep on getting away with it. That's why I'm here.
Well, now that gun in your handbag isn't the answer, I'm afraid.
How'd you know?
I've seen that kind of bulge in a handbag before. You really have ideas about using it on him? Well?
Well, I don't know. There are times when I feel as though killing would be too good for him. Then there are other times when... I don't know.
Oh, here, better let me
No,
have it.
leave me alone.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and try to make sense with somebody as upset as you are who has a gun.
Well, how would you feel? What would you do if you were me?
How should I know? But killing him isn't the answer.
Isn't it?
Or sitting here shouting at me.
Who are you anyway? What are you doing here?
I came out here to see your husband, your ex-husband, on business.
What kind of business?
A friend drove me out here and figured Dan would drive me back. But since he isn't around, there's no point in my staying here. Or you either.
Well, maybe you aren't
You
going
have
to
a
say...
car, so you and I are driving back to Palm Springs.
I'm not leaving here till I see Dan. Until I get some money from him. Or see him dead. Maybe he's at the well.
All right. Maybe he is over there. Now, come on. Why I took this on, I didn't know. But I couldn't leave that slightly frantic woman sitting there, waiting, with murder in her heart. For all I knew, she'd murdered Dan already. Better inspect the gun later. The road down toward the oil rig was just a pair of ruts in the desert sand. Then just as we cut in between some yucca plants and a wind-blown Joshua tree, I slammed on the brakes. There, in the middle of the trail, lay a man's body, crushed and twisted. Dan Galloway had been carefully, repeatedly, run over by a car. Expense account item 3, $1.19 for a quick phone call to Sergeant Lacey in Palm Springs and smelling salts and a bromide for Florida, the ex-Mrs. Galloway. Then I dropped her off at the Galloway house. She and Roberta ended up consoling each other while I huddled with Lacey in his office at headquarters.
Some of the boys are still out there, Dollar, checking tire prints, taking pictures, and so on.
No clue as to who ran Galloway down?
Not yet. Looked to me as though Galloway stepped out of his own car to see whoever had pulled up in the other and was run down for his trouble. The car that did it ran around in a circle over and over him.
Any suspects, Sergeant?
You found his ex-wife, Flora, waiting for him in the field office, you said.
That's right.
And she was pretty nervous, on edge, you said.
So?
Also, she was carrying a gun.
Whoa, now, wait a minute.
Any reason why she couldn't have run him down earlier, then gone back and just waited for somebody like you to come along? Somebody with whom she could then discover the body?
Only one hitch.
You told me yourself, Dollar, that she was pretty insistent about your going over there to look for Galloway.
Yeah, I know. But, Sergeant, you're off on the wrong foot.
Why?
Because of the tracks left by the killer's car. They didn't match the tires on Flora's car.
You checked?
I checked. And if I were you, I'd have your boys find out whose car did make those tracks.
I'm way ahead of you.
Well, if you know, then what do you...
Wait a second. Yeah?
Levine, Sergeant. I got news for you.
Hey, listen to this, Dollar.
About those tire tracks at the scene of the killing.
Well, right on cue.
They're the same make and size as the tires on Sonny Wyman's Cosmo Roma.
You sure?
Well, I told you, it's the scene. I thought it was a sports car by the small size of the circle the tracks made.
Yeah?
And knowing the feeling between Wyman and Galloway, I went right over to his place. Nice, clean tracks all over. And they match.
You holding Wyman?
Oh, well, I don't know where he is, Sergeant. He wasn't at his place, and there was no answer to the phone at his showroom.
Well, then get after him. Put out a flash on him. With that car, he shouldn't be too hard to find. Let me know when he's picked up.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Sergeant?
You know something, Dollar? I have a notion that when we find Sonny Wyman, we'll also find out what happened to that bracelet.
Yeah, could be. One thing was certain. Dan Galloway could no longer be suspect in the case. But Roberta? Why not? Maybe she did know that Dan had run out of money. Maybe that's why she was so interested in the amount of reward for the bracelet. And what about Sonny Wyman? Well, it looked bad. A smart young opportunist out for the fast buck. And, of course, close to Galloway's wife. Anything he could do to hurt Galloway would help him. And now these tire tracks, the one solid clue to Galloway's killer. Sergeant Lacey and I drove out to the Galloway house.
No, Johnny. I haven't seen Sonny since he left here this afternoon. That's when you were here.
He didn't call up?
Why should he call up?
Why shouldn't he call, Roberta, if he'd heard that Dan was killed?
Now, you listen here, Mr. Dollar. If you're trying to trick me into saying something about Sonny having anything to do with Dan's death, you're wasting your time. And what's more... Pardon me. Hello? Oh, yes. Just a minute. For you, Sergeant Lacey.
Oh, thanks. Hello? Yes? Yes, when? Yeah, I see. Okay, Levine, thanks.
Has he found Sonny Wyman?
He sure has. And if you want to see him, you'll have to go to the coroner's office.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that souped-up car of his, a couple of miles out of town. Ran off a curve and over a 100-foot bank.
Within minutes, Lacey and I were at the scene of the accident, looking things over with the help of flashlights.
Yeah, he must have been really burning up the road to spin and roll this far off the highway.
But surely he must have been familiar with that curve.
Oh, sure. He knew these roads around here as well as anybody in the county.
Tires still in one piece, too. And these sport cars usually corner pretty well.
Well, this one didn't.
Hey, Lacey, look here.
Yeah?
This left rear fender. Looks to me like this car was sideswiped.
Hey, you're right. Rolling over would never make a long crease like that.
Uh-huh.
No, wait. If another car sideswiped him, there'd be paint on this fender. Paint from the other car.
Sergeant, you're absolutely right.
And since there's none here...
Sergeant, you're absolutely wrong. How far to the nearest filling station?
What?
I want to make a couple of calls to some wholesale jewelers in Pasadena and Los Angeles.
Right now, in the middle of the night?
Right now.
Wholesale jewelers?
Expense account item 4, $11.90, phone calls to Pasadena and L.A. The third call yielded Mr. Alfred Macon of Macon Imports Incorporated, who was pretty cheerful about having been gotten out of bed.
It's quite all right, Mr. Dollar. Now that I'm up, I'm wide awake almost.
Well, I hate to throw something like this at you in the middle of the night, Mr. Macon, but tell me, please, did you ship a diamond and emerald bracelet to Will Hoyt Van Hook in Palm Springs within the past few weeks?
Why, yes, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
As a matter of fact, I sent him 3. That was 2 weeks ago, and he returned them all.
Returned them? When?
Well, 2 of them the day after he got them. But the third one he kept for a while. I got it back just last Thursday. Now, I don't know if that means anything to you.
You bet it does. Thanks very much. Lacey and I piled into one squad car, 4 patrolmen in another. It was several miles out to the little ranch where Van Hook lived, and Lacey and I chewed it over as we drove along.
Don't hold out on me, Johnny. Whatever made you think of Willie Van Hook is the one who drove Sonny Wyman off the road?
Well, apparently there was no paint on that fender from the car that sideswiped him. Actually, there was.
Holy... Of course. Van Hook's car is exactly the same color as Sonny's.
Another thing. The car that ran down Galloway, like the one Sonny drove, even down to the tires, but not necessarily the same car. Plus the fact I couldn't help wondering about Van Hook all along.
Yeah, but why?
In a job like mine, you have to wonder about everybody connected with a case.
Anything particular about Van Hook?
Well, he told me that he'd used the money he got from Galloway to pay off some overdue bills. And yet, a few weeks ago, he was able to buy an $8,000 sports car.
It ties up, Dollar. It all ties up. But how did Sonny Wyman figure in it?
Oh, Sonny was a fellow who lived by his wits. He may have reached the same conclusion about Van Hook that I did. May have had an idea for latching onto the reward money. He mentioned the matter of reward to me a couple of times.
Or he may have had ideas for blackmailing Van Hook.
Another thing. Van Hook saw me drive away from his shop in Sonny's car. That meant he had to act fast, get rid of Galloway, who'd given him back the bracelet, and, of course, take Sonny out of the picture, too.
Yeah, it all seems to add up very nicely. And when we face Van Hook, well, there's his place now. Yeah, here's his driveway.
Well, either he's skipped out or he's asleep. No lights on in the place.
Well, if you ask me, he's far...
No, wait.
Yeah?
The third window on the right. The blind was pulled away for a second or two.
Well, then let's get out of this car. We're sitting ducks in here.
Well, how about it, Sergeant? What do we do?
You boys split up. Cover the back and sides of the house.
He's in there?
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Come on.
Johnny, maybe you better keep out of this.
Are you kidding? Hey, listen.
That car door, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I know.
Holy... What's he up to? Gonna lock himself in and take the monoxide route?
Come on. Are there back doors in that garage?
Not that I know of. Here, wait a minute. Van Hook! This is the police! We've got men all around this place. Turn off that engine and come out of there with your hands over your head. Don't be a fool, Van Hook. You haven't got a chance. Come out of that garage.
Hey, did you see that? He drove right through the door of his garage.
Come on, Lacey, the car.
Get after him, you guys. Get moving.
Yeah, come on, boys.
Crazy fool. He's getting into the side-swiping habit. See what he did to that other patrol car?
Yeah, they're okay. They're off and tailing us. Come on, step on it, Lacey.
This is one time we ought to have a Cosmo Roma.
Well, maybe he can outrun us, but with 2 cars on his tail, he may get careless, take chances. If so...
Yeah, hang on.
Oh! Lacey, you could qualify for some of those road races yourself.
That guy's out of his head. Main highway like this, full of trucks and trailers.
Oh, don't worry about those guys. Those interstate truckers will give you a clear road after them. They're the best drivers in the country. Come on, hit your siren.
You're right.
Hey, you see, I told you those guys would give you the road.
Holy... Look! The trailer in front of him. And the oncoming truck. Van Hook's trying to squeeze through.
Pull up, or we'll... Well, he squeezed through all right. Squeezed right through the pearly gates. Expense account item 5, $38.75, room, 2 meals, and valet service at the Casa de Paz. Item 6, $191.60, airfare and incidentals, Palm Springs, California, back to Hartford. Expense account total, $474.84. Remarks? Well, justice is done in pretty strange ways sometimes. Kind of makes you think. Maybe it pays to tread the straight and narrow, doesn't it? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.